All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered podcast for another amazing show with some beautiful ladies tonight. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby! How y'all doing in this beautiful Saturday night? Tonight we're joined with 7 beautiful and lovely ladies. Before we get into the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Guys, make sure to tap into the locals and become a member. In the locals, you can see all the behind-the-scenes footage from the podcast, the yacht parties, the strip club, footage like cups being thrown, fists being thrown. That is all in the locals, so make sure you tap in, guys. Also, become a member on YouTube. You can either do that on desktop or your phone on Safari or Google Chrome, which whenever you have. Click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier give you the best perks possible. That means top percentage off of merch, Instagram chat for members only. You also get our personal number, do business, guys.
Also, guys, shout out to the Discord gang. Guys, hit us up in the Discord. I want to see more people in the Discord, guys, because y'all are slacking. So hit us up. If you guys want any reactions, anything you want us to talk about during the show, let us know. Eric, myself, Basil, we're all in the Discord. Also, guys, behind me, I have some kick-ass merch. Go to unfilteredpodcast.shop if you guys want to get the new merch. Make sure you guys put in your pre-orders. Also, guys, if you want to party with us, we have a yacht party next Saturday, guys. Make sure you hit us up in the DM if you're interested in flying to Miami and partying with us. We have some special perks for some of our members, so just let us know. I think that's it for me.
Yeah. Guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered podcast, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It's Saturday, and you guys can be anywhere and you're here with us. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. Thank you for being on time as well. We appreciate your efforts, okay? Doesn't go unnoticed, trust me. Guys, make sure you guys super chat if you guys want to ask us any questions or any topics. Also, we're doing games today. We have Steve on the chat tonight.
I'm in the chat, guys. I'll be watching.
Yeah, shout out to Jules, man. She's doing something. Guys, tomorrow's my birthday. I think she's trying to surprise me with something, man. So real quick, man, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Like the video, turn the notification bell on. And also, if you don't want to watch the hour or 2 hours that we're here, go to the Unfiltered clips. And Dom does a really good job of basically posting 5 to 10 minutes of the most exciting parts of the show on there. That's if you guys don't want to watch the entire show. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe to that too. Become a member. We have special chats for members as well. That's on Discord and Instagram. Okay, guys, you also get a whole bunch of perks. I was gonna make the green card joke, but Jules is in here. So.
Also, guys, if you can't watch the full YouTube video and you need to listen to it because you're maybe at work, you can listen to it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. On Spotify, after the podcast, I put polls up and Q&As, to keep y'all more interacted and engaged.
Yep.
And we have thresholds too, right?
We do, yes. So, guys, it's $9.99 to start the super chats. Anything over that is, $19.99. I'm sorry, $19.99. Correct. We have the games, the ratings, and Instagrams. We're doing call-ins as well. So if you guys want to do that, we have that open as well. Okay, guys.
Yep, guys. The threshold for the call-in is at the bottom on the ticker, going across in red. So that's what you have to pay if you want to call in today.
Correct. And let's let the ladies introduce themselves real quick.
Starting with you, can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
My name is Lily. I'm 21 and I'm a luxury estate agent.
Okay, 21. Are you single?
Yes.
Single. Okay. God damn it, my bad.
Luxury estate, like villas and stuff in like South Beach.
Like real estate, like estates,
Okay.
compounds.
Correct. So I said villas in like South Beach and stuff like that. Maybe.
We could go with that.
Okay. How about you?
Hi, my name is Kelly. I'm 22 and I'm going to Celebrity School of Beauty to become an esthetician.
Okay, welcome back. And what about you?
I'm Nati, and I'm one of the hosts of the Young Hustlers podcast.
Shout out to you guys. And are you single?
Yes.
You are? And you're single as well, right? Okay, cool. What about you? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kishwan Clark. I'm 29 years old, and right now I'm a waitress, and I serve a lot of high-end clientele, football players, celebrities.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So those tips be looking nice.
No,
Yeah.
they are.
Okay.
He smiled so hard.
Yeah, they are.
Who's the coolest that you've worked with?
Justin Bieber's family. He was upstairs with Haley, but I served his family.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Have you had any bad interactions?
With any celebrities, no. Honestly, high-end clientele are a lot nicer than like middle class and lower class.
Really?
Yeah, it was the complete opposite of what I thought it was going to be when I first started.
Sorry, guys. My pen doesn't fucking work. It's just annoying me. I'm trying to make it
I
work.
was trying to tell you, put it on your tongue.
No, I don't like to do that.
Oh, it works
okay.
that way.
But okay, wait. So why would they eat upstairs and have their family eat downstairs?
Well, it's Justin Bieber. You know how many people would come up to him and say, "Oh my God, hi." They don't know his family like they know Haley and Justin.
Yeah, but if I'm going out with my family,
I'm gonna eat with my family.
yeah,
True.
that's me personally. But okay, cool. Moving
Yeah.
on. Okay, what about you? Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Shay. Super anxious to introduce myself always. I'm a full-time student in the PsyD program, and this is Stormy. Sorry, and I also work for the marketing department at my university.
And how old are you?
29. Sorry,
Okay, and are you single?
I am single.
You are single. Okay. What about you?
Hi guys, my name is Mickey. I'm 22, currently a law student, and
Okay,
Nice.
and are you single?
relationship. No, I'm in a relationship.
Relationship. Okay. What about you?
Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm 36 years old, and I am from Orlando, and I am in a relationship.
You're in a relationship. Okay.
What would you do for a living?
I'm a paralegal for a personal injury firm.
Oh wow. Okay. Shout out to you. Okay. My first question, guys. Remember, super chat. Keep it friendly, guys. I know we like to have fun. We want to honor your super chats, but make sure you guys keep it friendly. Keep it short and concise as well, because we all know when you ask long ass questions, the ladies only hear the first 3 words. Okay. My first question for the lady is: do you want to get married?
Definitely. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. That's I've been married before, but definitely looking for that next boo.
Oh wait,
Wait a minute. Wait a
you've been married before.
Yes.
Okay. Why'd you get divorced?
It just didn't work out. It was, there were so many differences, and we fought about money a lot.
Money a lot. Okay. Is
Mhm.
that the number one reason why people get divorced?
I believe so. Yeah, he was taking my money out of my account and using it without my consent. So
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, so you fucking with a brokey?
he was a brokey.
Okay.
Yeah.
But isn't your money together when you get married? Like, isn't that
I guess so. It is to an extent,
so that's
but
technically his money too, though.
well, I guess because he married me. So yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Shout out to you. Do you want to get married?
Yes, but the governmental marriage, not the religious marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wait, why the
I-
government and not the religion?
one, I'm not religious, so I don't want to disrespect the church and
Yeah, but
get
why not just say yes?
Yeah.
Why not just say yes?
Sorry, I didn't. There's a big difference between the two. So yeah.
But you could have got a religious marriage and it had to be with Christianity. You could have done like a spiritual religious type thing.
Okay.
Okay. What about you? Do you want to get married?
I definitely want to get married.
You want to get married? Okay, cool.
It's a scam.
Okay. What about you? Do you want to get married?
Yes, I've always wanted to get married. Ever since I was a little girl, that's my goal.
Okay. Do you want to get married?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. Do you want to get married?
Yeah, I do.
You do. What about you? Do you want to get married?
Depends.
Why does it depend?
Because I wouldn't just get into marriage of the feeling of loneliness. Like it all depends on the respect, on the appreciation, on the value, on all those factors. And if I don't find that,
Yeah, but when you find a guy, right,
Mhm.
you're gonna get married to him.
well, it
it's-
depends on
seem-
who he is as a person.
Right. Well, I'm saying like if you found that guy, he would be that guy.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So you do wanna
it
get
doesn't
married.
seem to me
Yeah.
like
So it
marriage.
depends on that.
So it doesn't seem to me like marriage is like a necessity to you, though.
No,
Why not?
because from what I've seen and how men treat women, I wouldn't just willingly walk into something if I'm going to be disrespected. Like, I'm not going to look the other way. I'm not going to do that. Like, I value myself and who I am.
Okay. Damn. I don't know what to say because
I mean,
what,
I thought-
what type
look-
of marriages are you looking at? Because typically that's not what I see when I see marriages.
Well, like, think about it. It really just depends on like it really depends on like the marriage. Sometimes it's the women, sometimes it's the man, but sometimes women don't understand that it's not always going to be 50-50. Sometimes it's going to be 80-20, 90-10. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the man needs to understand that. But then sometimes, like if the woman can't fulfill her role, let's say because she's going through X, Y, and Z, then the man shouldn't be going to outside sources to try and find that entertainment or try and fulfill whatever he's looking for.
Okay. When you say 80-20, are you saying like financial or just
No, just overall, like whether it be financial or like supporting or
do you feel like you should go 50-50 with a man in a marriage?
I feel like it depends, like on the day, like each day is different.
So like who's paying the bills in your marriage? You or your husband?
Well, it depends because I don't go into a marriage just looking at marriage for money. Like there's more to a person than money.
No, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, do you think that the man should be solely responsible to pay all the bills?
To an extent, yes.
Why is everything to an extent? Why isn't it yes or no?
Because it's like not everything I'm going to look at a man to pay for.
Why not?
What would you not look at for him to pay for?
A man is a provider. I mean, that's what everyone's going to expect. Money does matter. A lot of women try to act like, oh, everything's going to be 50-50. That's false. Marriage is supposed to be 100-100. 100% of the woman is supposed to be taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, cooking, make sure the man is good. 100% of the man is taking care of the finances, coming in and out to help take care of the kids, but he's going to be out working and providing. Now, I would say that when it comes to finances, nowadays, realistically, you're going to need both parents to work. If possible. If the mother works from home, that'd be even better. But realistically, money does matter. Let's be real.
Okay, that's a really good point. But I would say that even in today's age, I think if the man really wants to be the man, he should tell his wife, I don't want you to work. I'll go get a third job if I have to. The thing is, most men today won't do that, which is really sad because then the women have to go out there and kind of provide as well, right? But I think personally that if you get married to a man, you shouldn't have to pay for anything. That's my personal belief, right? I understand that maybe that may not be your belief, but that's my personal belief. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a valid point.
I want to get to the super chats real quick, man. My man Peachy says, Nati, do you still think guys and girls can be friends? If so, I dare you to call another guy in a friend zone and put him to the test. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I was at Okay, shout out to you, brother.
I'll check your phone out.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you still think guys and girls can be friends or women and men can be friends? Yes. You still think that?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna give you some context. The last time she was here, which was a while ago, we asked the ladies if men and women can be friends, and for some reason, most of them said yes. So then we did a game where we had her call one of her friends.
Oh god.
And the guy was trying to fuck. Okay, so with that being said, how do you still believe that men and women can be friends when one of your friends on the phone said that he would be willing to have sex with you?
That's not a friendship. It's not a friendship. I mean, I'll answer for her. That's not a friendship.
Okay.
Okay, yes. They could be interested in doing something with you, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna do it. And it's just setting boundaries. You know what I mean?
But what's the point? If he literally said that he wants to have sex with you, like he would actually do it, what's the point of that friendship?
But that's only if I would to give in. If that was never talked about, you could just be friends normally. Like,
but it was talked about because you guys called.
Exactly.
So,
but that's
so technically, what is it that he's benefiting from your friendship if he's not getting what he actually wants from you?
That's a good fucking point. Just speak into the mic, please.
Sorry.
That's a good fucking question. That is a good question. Can you answer it?
Because we already know what he wants. He's just gonna wait as long as he can until you actually give it up.
But are you gonna give it up though? That's the point. You can't.
Then what is he benefiting though from the
He's
friendship?
not benefiting anything, and I'm not benefiting anything either. It's just a friendship.
So what's the point of the friendship?
I
agree with Nat for sure.
It's just a friendship.
I'm sorry, you agree with her?
Yeah.
Do you have guy friends?
I do.
You do?
Very close guy friends.
Really close.
Yeah.
And
slept in the same bed, took care of me when I had surgery, and like nothing's ever happened. It's really my
maybe
close friend.
nothing happened because you just came out of surgery.
No, prior to that,
And he
saying,
probably
like,
didn't let it happen as well.
No.
If you gave the opportunity up, there's a likely chance.
Yeah,
More than likely
if I wanted to, like, I'm sure he would.
Okay, so
want
why would
to,
you?
but
So why would you have friends that want to fuck you?
Yeah, that's not a friendship.
I believe that can be a
like
friendship.
this is my friend. I would never dream of doing that with him.
Of course not.
That's
But-
a real friendship, right?
But what is a friendship to you?
Well, I
Someone
don't
who's
have
there-
female friends.
Okay,
Like,
well,
I couldn't sit here and have female friends and say she's just my friend because one of us eventually would want something from the other one. And even then, I don't think men and women can be friends because it's a one-sided relationship.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So me personally, I do have a male friend.
Oh God!
I
You
know.
just,
Let me
So,
explain. No,
bruh,
but
bruh.
the
Wait a
difference
minute,
between
wait a minute.
you just
I
sit
know.
here.
But she,
I know, but let me explain. The difference between my friendship and hers is it's clear that he wants to have sex with her. My friendship, I've known him since high school. We've been best friends for 15 years.
No.
No, listen.
it's the same
Oh.
thing.
No, it's not because
'Cause
he's never said, "Oh, I want to have sex with you," and it's never been.
But
the
have you
same
ever
thing.
initiated it?
Never. We don't even hug. We don't kiss. We don't do anything like that. That's
He
never
already knows
happened.
he's in the friend zone.
So if you called him
That's
right
why he's
now-
a friend.
Oh,
He
But
has never-
that doesn't take the fact away that he still
Yeah.
wants to have sex with you.
Correct.
But he's not even gonna push that. He's not gonna put that energy out there.
correct.
Yeah, and
We
ladies,
have a lot of similarities. I go to the gym. He goes to the gym. We are both like we have a lot
Is
of
he gay?
similarities. No, he's not.
He's
He's
trying. He
straight.
wants to fuck you.
He
do
still
you
wants
do
it.
you?
Definitely not.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question though. Are you cool with like hooking him up with like some of your baddie friends, like maybe some of your girlfriends that might think he's cute? Like adding value to a guy doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm just his
Mhm.
friend. If you get him some fucking pussy, you make him some money, like, oh, I know you're in car sales, like I'll hook you up. Like a lot of times we're friends with women and we don't benefit shit. Like we don't make no money. We don't get none of the girls that they're cool with. We basically are just helping them out with shit and we get nothing. So my question to you is,
Sure.
is there anything that he's getting from you besides just being friends? Like, did you ever wing woman, help him
Mhm.
out with anything like, or no?
Yeah, so if we're talking about like the financial standpoint, him and I are both into fitness. He's a nutritionist and he's also a personal trainer, and I'm also studying to become a personal trainer as well. So a lot of the clients that I have or people that I work with, if they want a man to help work out with a male trainer,
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and give that to him. Whenever he needed like help with me like selling like Monet, it was a hair product thing that he was trying to sell, and he said, "Hey, can you promote it on your page for me?" So I help promote that for his
Okay.
for his business.
Look, I don't advocate guys to be friends with women. I don't think it's productive at all. But if she's adding value to you, pussy, money, whatever,
Bro,
do what
the-
you do.
I don't. There's
That's
absolutely
not
no
an,
sense.
that's
I've
not enough value added to the friendship to where you should be friends.
Correct.
Look,
I have
for-
girls
Okay,
that
like even what you're saying, do you get him pussy, bro? He
Yeah,
should be
come on.
going to get it himself.
Yeah, but
yeah, he gets
she's
it from other females. I've been in 2 relationships and both of them liked Corey. Like he's literally a brother. I don't see him in that light at all.
No. What I'm saying is, even what he's saying, do you get him girls? Like, do you help him hook up with girls? And I'm like, the guy should be doing.
Oh, he
that
does
by
it himself.
regardless.
He does it
yeah,
himself.
he should.
He got
sh-
with 2 sisters. Like
no,
he does it himself.
I'm saying though, they provide absolutely like if I don't advocate guys being friends with girls, but I'm saying if you want to do that as a guy and you don't at least get that, you're fucking even more stupid. That's all I'm saying. That's dumb, bro.
I have a question.
I'm not
for
being
you.
friends with a girl that's not hooking me
Well,
up.
that's your opinion, but my mom has been friends with a guy for 30 plus years and my dad doesn't care.
Do you think any of the guys that are your friends want to have sex with you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Wait,
That'd
so,
be that'd be weird. That'd be like incest.
so if
That's
you
how close we
were
are.
if you were drunk one day and you hypothetically told him like, I'm feeling it, I kind of want, I'm just saying hypothetically, let's just pretend like, and then you say, hey, I want to have sex, do you think that he will deny it?
Obviously, yeah, and I don't drink, so. But
Oh,
no.
sorry, well,
Nah,
Hypothetically.
come on, ladies.
we need to do another test right now.
I'm being very honest with you. I don't drink,
I'm
and if
calling
I
Okay.
do, it has to be for a celebration.
Okay, would you call him right now and do the test?
I have no problem doing that.
You have no problem
No
doing
problem.
it. Okay, which one of them is your phone over there?
It's actually in my blue bag.
Oh god damn it, bro. All right, cool. Well, I don't know if maybe Kate can get her phone. It's in the blue bag right there.
It should be in the
we'll,
corner.
We'll play the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play that game real quick.
Yo, you know it's funny. We had a girl that came on and said, "Yo, I've been friends with this guy for since we were 8." She called and the same shit happened. The guy was like,
Okay,
"Oh,
hold
for
on.
real?
Before you
Dead
call him
ass?"
though, before you call him, don't
She has to say
hold on.
something specific.
Before you call him, don't sit here and be like, "We're friends, right?"
Yeah.
Don't do that, right?
What would you like me to
you
say?
want to coach her on how to do it?
Hey, so like I was thinking about you and feelings have maybe arrived. Like I don't know how to express it, but I figured I should like talk to you about it.
That's really good.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to do this after that.
But should
after
she
her.
talk about feelings or should she talk about like sex?
No, she should
Sarah
probably talk
feels.
about both. Okay.
Yeah.
You should talk about the fact that maybe you've always had feelings for him,
Yeah.
and then ask him if
She's just realizing and like now.
yeah, you should ask him if he wants to have sex with you. Okay.
Not so direct either
Yes.
because
That's so gross.
So what's his name?
Corey.
Corey. Okay, cool. Make sure when you call, you put it on speaker, please, and then put it right here so they can hear it as well. Okay. And nobody else, please don't say anything. Anybody, go ahead. You told him not to pick up.
Mm-mm. No. He's probably asleep.
He's in the gym.
He sleep at 7:58.
Yeah, what the?
We're from Cali.
Hey, record here without.
So he sleep at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, he's probably taking a nap. I don't know, but if he does call
He's
me
a
back,
gym guy. He's probably
Okay.
if
working
he
out.
does call me back, do you
All right,
want me
cool.
to answer?
Okay. Do you want to try your friend too?
Okay.
I think the way
My
you spoke, your friend
will-
would say yes.
He'll be like, hell yeah, but he'll be like,
Okay.
I don't
So
understand.
you already know that he would say hell yeah.
yeah.
Then
So
what's the
That's
point?
our
But
point.
that's
That's
still
our
my
point.
friend.
That's not a friend.
To me,
If-
that's a friend. To me, we've been friends for many years. Nothing's ever happened. The fact that you were talking about throwing pussy, he fucks my friends. My friends all think he's super hot.
Good for him.
You think he's super hot too then?
I don't think he's
You
super
have
hot.
to.
I don't.
If your friends think
I
he's hot,
don't.
you probably do too.
I don't. He's Asian and short. He's my really good friend. He's not my type, is what I mean.
Damn.
No. He's not my type, is what I mean. And he, but we've always been there for each other. Anything I need, he's there. Anything he needs, I'm there.
What do you do to provide him value though?
Good
within
question.
friendship?
Good question.
Value? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like what benefits does he get within your friendship?
Just being a friend. I don't know. Needing me whenever he needs me.
And is that enough though? Like just being your friend. Like what do? You don't provide anything of value. So what do you do? Like he knows he's your friend, but what do you return? Like what's the return there? Like you said, he came and took care of you when you went through surgery.
Right.
That's actually a really good friend.
Right.
Now, what do you do for him in return?
He hasn't needed anything so far. I don't know.
And that's our point, though. That's my point. Is that men we don't ask for much. We don't need much. So you benefit more than he does.
Right.
Not to say y'all can't be friends. Y'all can still be friends. But I'm just saying.
Well,
you've done
can
more.
they really be friends?
Well, no. But I'm saying she's probably not going to end her relationship with him, and he's not going to end it with her.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Like Eric's right. Like you're
Yeah.
benefiting more.
Ladies, I just don't understand how you can sit here and argue about this is logic. There's nothing that you guys are providing for guys.
I just told you what I can provide financially.
Fin-
And he's also been sick. He had COVID, and I'll help him when he's sick. And he's done the same for me when I was sick.
Okay, so
Also when I had surgery.
what do you mean financially? What are you providing for him financially?
Yeah, I was saying that when he had a business, he's trying to sell like hair products.
You
and
promoted something on Instagram. You're not providing anything. Did you invest into his company?
I'm helping. Yeah, I actually bought I had to buy the product so that way I could show it off.
Okay,
to the
so you
girls.
have, but bro, anybody could do that.
But
It's-
you're
it's-
asking like, what can we provide? And that's what I was just saying.
Well,
that
okay,
I helped like with
I see
that,
what you're
and then
saying.
with the fitness aspect of it all.
Okay,
That's what I do.
but anybody could do that though.
Yeah,
This is
but
what
I
I'm
also
saying.
got him a job at my job.
Okay, but he could have done that himself. Is what I'm saying. Like,
No,
okay,
we're
listen. I'm not saying that there aren't like you could have cooked him food and then that
Yeah.
would have been great. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is all these things he doesn't necessarily need it. He doesn't need them from you. Men don't necessarily need anything from women. So I don't understand why we have you guys as friends. Which is why I don't have any female friends.
So what do you think everyone should be in a relationship or having sex?
I think if you're single or even in a relationship, I don't think you should have the opposite sex as a friend. Why? What's the point of it? Right? Like for instance, if I take you out on a date tonight, who's expected to pay?
You.
Me. Why?
Every time him and I go out, we literally do go 50-50. If I pay for the whole meal, he'll pay the next time. That's literally that's how our dynamic is.
Majority of the dynamics in a male and a female friendship is that the male will still provide and protect even though he's not getting anything.
And that's
in return.
my next question.
So
that
if-
was my next question to her is, let's say me and you are out on dinner, right? We're on a date. Well, guess what? Some dude wants to hit on you. I gotta protect you. I have to protect you because even if I don't, you're gonna look at me some type of way.
Yeah.
You're gonna look at me and be like, "Why didn't you say anything to that dude?" Well, look, man, you're not my girl.
Unless she likes him.
Yeah, I was gonna say Corey. He knows my type. He's not gonna interfere.
But no, even then, you still have to be on the defensive as a guy.
Yeah.
You still have to be defensive. Like, I guess, look, we're gonna move on. What I'm saying is, there's no benefit for a guy to be friends with a girl. None. I don't care if you cook for him. I don't care if you helped him while he had COVID. I don't care if you promoted his stuff on Instagram. Like, there's no real need that a guy needs from me. Like, at least for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me personally, it's a waste. It's a waste of time.
I mean, my viewpoint.
Do you have female friends?
No, but
Okay.
my viewpoint is a little different. My viewpoint is the only way that I could understand it would be if y'all grew up like young, like maybe preschool or some grade school. You knew her from that point. Okay. But like if y'all were friends in high school, when you're older and you're, fucking, you're sexually active, that's not your friend. Again, maybe your girlfriend or your boyfriend's partner, like you're friends with them because you would never sleep with them because of like, you're mutually friends with someone. Like I could see that, but like there really isn't any other reasons why.
Like he literally went on family vacations with me. My mom calls him her white son.
How long have you known the dude?
Literally since we were 14, 15 years. I'm 29.
I mean, look, it's
Like,
possible, but we're just saying
yeah.
on a grand scale of
No,
things,
sure.
like there's not really.
Well, here's
Sure.
the thing too, right? Like if a guy doesn't make a move, it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't want to make a move. It could be because it could be that he knows he can't make a move because you won't let him. Either way, why would you live like that as a guy? If you like this girl and you know she doesn't like you back, move the fuck on.
Yeah, then that's on the guy at that point.
Yeah, but then you guys keep them around and call them friends.
Well, then those girls are wrong. If they know for a fact this guy likes me and they keep holding him around knowing that, then that's on the girl too.
Bro, women are users and abusers.
I wouldn't say all women. That's not true.
In general, most women are users and abusers. There's girls that come on the show every single day. They don't pay for shit. They're broke. They can't afford $4.
I mean, that's true.
They're broke, but somehow after they leave here, they're in a fucking private section at the club,
Mr. Jones or some shit.
You know what I mean? And they're fucking at Swan eating beautiful dishes, and then they go to a private yacht, and I'm like, you don't have $4 fucking.
Well,
Like,
technically, if you wanted a woman to not work, isn't that a good thing that she's not coming in here with any money? She's just going to expect you to pay for everything and take care of her.
yeah, but there's a difference. Like these girls aren't looking for husbands.
Okay, well then that's why I understand why you say that they are users, because those are the type of women that you're around.
Yeah,
of course those women aren't going to want husbands.
Yeah, but even the ones that aren't going to the club, they're still using guys. Like
don't
when we
go
go
to
out
the
on a
club.
date. Oh, okay, in
Ever.
general, when we go out on a date or just in general, like whenever we go out to the movies, I've never been out with a girl and she paid for something. Even like, sometimes when we go to dinner, sometimes I'm like, damn, bro, there's like 4 girls coming with us. We're paying for all of them.
Yeah.
Bro,
well, are you close friends? Or
no, we just met them here. We met them
no.
here. We went to dinner afterwards, which
Right.
is rare. And like if we really like a panel, we'll go eat with them afterwards. And it could be last time it was like 8 of them.
Yeah.
Right. We're paying thousands of dollars at the restaurant. We know these girls know these guys are probably gonna pay.
Correct.
Well, I'll say this: if you invited them out, then you were going to pay.
We didn't invite them out. We said we were gonna go eat, and they're like, "Oh, we're coming
like,
too."
yo,
Well,
can we go?
then I would have said from the beginning, "Hey guys, we're gonna be doing separate checks. Is that all right with you?" And if not, then they could have just left.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, it's expected from a guy, right, to pay.
Well, of
there's an
course.
expectation there. Even if they had to pay for their own food, they would have been like, "Damn, these broke ass niggas, they didn't pay for us," right?
It's also about you need to be more selective with who you're around. If you I mean, we're in Miami. I've been back and forth to LA. Those girls they're worthless, to be honest with you.
In LA?
A lot of and I'm pretty sure it's the same here in Miami.
Oh, they're worse here.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm not from either one of those places. I don't do any of those things. I've been in a relationship where I would pay for the dinner. I don't care. I paid for my man to get a mani and pedi. I wanted him nice and cleaned up. We got a massage together. I pay for all that. I spoil my man.
You have a
There's nothing
roommate.
wrong
You don't
with
have
that.
a man. You have a roommate.
What are you talking about? My friend Corey?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about when I was in a relationship. Like when I'm in a relationship, I spoil
But that's so
him.
fucking weird, bro.
How is that
the fact
weird?
that you're paying for another man's stuff is so weird to me.
I know, but then why complain about a girl not paying?
No.
That's
What I'm saying, look, remember what I told her earlier that your husband should be able to pay for everything.
Mhm.
I'm very traditional. I don't think women should pay for shit.
I think it's a cultural thing too. I've realized that.
100%. Yeah. There's no reason why you should be paying for your friend's manicure and pedicure.
It was his birthday. No, that was my
Bro,
man.
Tomorrow's my birthday. I don't
but-
expect any girl to do shit for me.
You know, then that's very sad.
It's not sad.
No, it is
That-
sad.
bro.
If that is your woman and she doesn't ever want to surprise
No,
you
no,
with
no,
anything,
no.
gift you
No,
anything
that's
that you
different.
like.
First of all, if you're with a girlfriend, right? If she's buying you something, she's using your fucking money. Okay, yeah, you went to the mall and you bought me something. Congratulations. That shit came out of my bank account. Right? We know this.
Then why
So-
choose a girl that doesn't have a job?
What I don't want my girlfriend to have a job.
I know, but then if you don't want her to have a job, then why get upset when she buys you something with your
I'm
own
not
money?
upset. I'm saying for friends. We're talking about
I
friends
thought you
here.
didn't have female friends.
I don't have friends. I'm saying I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
What I'm saying in general, you have a friend. You were talking about your friend. You pay his manicure and his
No,
pedicure.
no, no, no,
She
no,
was
no,
saying
no.
her relationship.
When I was in a relationship, I spoiled my man because you were saying women don't pay for
Oh, I
dinner
see
or
what you're
anything like
saying.
that. When I was in a relationship, I had no problem spoiling him sometimes.
Even then, I think that's kind of weird. I mean, I can understand
you
it
don't
more.
want to be spoiled sometimes,
Bro,
like feel good.
But
It's
here's the
nice.
thing.
It's nice. You guys will
Listen,
really enjoy that stuff.
But
But you
that's,
could-
ladies, I just don't want I don't want the person I'm with to work. Okay, that's it. Listen, some women, unlike you guys, some women don't want to work.
Men like to
I
be-
know you. I know you guys want to be independent and boss babes. Some women are cool without working. If
y'all
you-
can
And that's
spoil,
fine
y'all
if
can
she
spoil
doesn't-
me. Shit, buy me shit.
Yeah, I don't think
But that-
what's wrong with that if you
hold
want
on.
to treat your
But
man
here's the
nice.
thing too, right? If you're with a guy and he's letting you, bro, that's weird to me.
Yeah, if
That's a
he's
very
breaking his
that's
back
a
every-
very feminine act.
No, it's not.
It-
If
bro,
he's
it's
breaking
like,
his
if
back
my
every
girlfriend
day-
was opening the car door for me,
Well, that's
I'd feel
different.
fucking weird.
That's
If my
different.
girl's paying for dinner, if my girl's paying for anything, it's just weird to me. It's weird to me.
I
Like-
have a question for you.
Yeah.
So just an example. So me and my man, he pays for everything. He's an alpha male. He loves to take me out.
What
pay
makes
for
him an
stuff.
alpha male?
So an alpha male is a male that is a leader
Mhm.
that pays for things, that provides for you, that keeps you safe. And he does all that. But, you know, every once in a while, I'm like, the other day I went and I picked up dinner for us, you know, steak and all that. And he was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Nobody's ever done that for me.
Okay.
So I feel like there are women out there that enjoy spoiling their man.
Yeah,
Not
if-
saying that I do it all the time, but you know, special occasions. If hey, you know, had a long day and he's been working all day, and I want to treat him, why
Yeah,
not?
because you guys do a lot as men. You do.
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
be real
and I
honest.
understand you
though.
guys have a lot of stress on you. So
I'm-
what's wrong with us?
I'm gonna be real honest. A woman who's spending money on a guy, she really fucks with him. Like,
Yeah,
really,
yeah, for
really,
sure.
really.
So then why was I wrong?
Okay,
No,
wait,
we're not
hold
saying.
on.
We're
Listen,
not saying-
Sometimes
I-
it doesn't even have to be like a special occasion. It could be like
No, it just
I'm
cause.
out at
Like
the
when you
mall
think
and
of
I'm
them.
buying myself something and my man needed a new cologne, like little shit like that. But I don't believe, like I'm gonna pay all the bills and like my man's gonna stay at home and chill. No,
Ladies, okay, I think you guys are confused. I don't think there's anything wrong with you guys buying your man a gift. What I'm saying is you shouldn't have to go to work and spend your own money to buy the gift.
So
If
then how do
you-
you
if
buy
you-
it? With his money?
With my money.
Yeah, you have to get to
Yo,
a certain point with
you,
someone.
Have you ever heard? No. Have you ever heard your money's your money, my money's our money?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it is for men. So if you're listen, from day one, when I get with a girl, I already know I have to support her. I'm not gonna say, well, when you prove to me that you're wifey material, I'm gonna start supporting you. No, it's day one. Why am I gonna wait? It's like when women come on here, they're like, oh, well, you know, when I find the right guy, I'm gonna be wifey. I'm like, well, you'll never find the right guy because you have to be wifey to get the right guy, right? I'm just saying, I don't want my girl to work. I get it. We're in 2023. Guys are like, go work, baby. Go work while I play fucking Call of Duty. Right? But that's fucking weird to me, man. It's weird. And you guys shouldn't want to fucking have to work. I have a daughter. I would never tell my daughter, get a guy that you have to pay 50-50 with.
Yeah.
That's just retarded.
Ladies, the gifts and everything, like what you're talking about, the steak and whatever. Yo, you can use my card, bro.
Thank you.
It's the appreciation. I still appreciate
I
it.
still appreciate
It
it.
doesn't matter if you spent your own money or you spent my money. I'm like, yo, damn, you still went out of your way. You still used your time to go do that for me.
100%.
So what's your opinion on, like, I see a lot of men post stuff like, oh, men never receive a rose until they're dead. Oh, men never, like, women never pay anything for men. We
Mhm.
never feel appreciated.
Mhm.
We're always like, we always have money taken out of our wallet, but we never get anything received. So
Mhm.
what is your opinion about those men, which
That's
is
a
a
great
large
question.
population of men, but what are your opinions about those men who like to say that stuff?
That's a really good question. Here's the thing, right? In today's society, most men are very feminine.
Mhm.
It sucks. These guys really want to be treated like women.
Dead ass.
It sucks. But I think if you look at a guy like me, what that means is appreciation, right? Like guys never truly get appreciated until they're dead. That's when all of a sudden the whole family's like, damn, he did work like 18 hours a day, every single week, like every single day to support. That's when all of a sudden men are getting their flowers, right? Flowers doesn't mean necessarily like an actual flower. It means flowers like I'm giving you your props. I'm giving you what you deserve, right? Men typically don't get that until they die. That's what we mean by, you know, men typically don't get anything. Because trust me, for me, I've never, bro, my girl's not here because she's trying to like surprise me. And I'm like, bro, I don't care about that shit. I'm cool. I don't care about that shit. Like that's superficial shit. It's my birthday. We have to celebrate me. Yay. I'm more worried about the people I love. I'll celebrate me when my family's good. Okay. So,
I actually disagree with when you said like, oh, if I'm all right, I'll just give an example. I like to pay for stuff. I like to pay half the rent and whatever, but because if he makes 60,000 a year and I make 60,000 a year, both of us can be living a 120,000 a year lifestyle rather than him and I just be, if he's solely providing, we're living a 60,000 a year lifestyle. He can provide for me with his income alone, but we want to live more luxury. So I don't mind picking up another job. And I know what you're going to say. He should pick up two or
he should. Yeah.
I know, but I disagree because women don't like that. Women actually like love quality time. That's what we put our like emphasis on. So if our man is out all day, we're going to feel lonely. We want affection.
Well, where does the quality time come? Because if you're working and he's working, you're wasting time anyways.
No, that's what I'm saying. Quality. If we're both working at 9 to 5, we can always have quality time after 5. But if you're working from 9 till midnight, we're never gonna have time to spend together. Where's the relationship?
Realistically speaking, right? If you work 9 to 5, by the time you're home, you're tired. That quality time is eating dinner and maybe sitting on a couch while you watch Netflix.
And women love that.
Bro.
Absolutely
to me,
love
that's
that.
not quality time.
Well, to us it is.
Okay.
So even though you say to us it is, we love quality time. Even if we're just sitting in a room with somebody and it's complete silence, that is a quality time with that's the quality time that we love. If you're constantly absent, I'm going to lose feelings for you. And that's
I can
majority of
understand
women.
that, but if the guy's working 2 jobs, he's not gone the whole 24 hours of the day. And even then, today's society, your second job doesn't mean you have to go work someplace for 9 to 5. You can do it from home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do it remotely.
So you mean like another source of income? So it
What
could be
I'm
like
saying is-
trading. It can be like something on media. Or
It
is that
could
what you're
be
talking
anything,
about?
bro. You can
Okay.
make money off the internet doing anything nowadays.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
So I don't understand when women come on here and they're like, oh, I pay 50-50. I'm like, you would respect your man more. And you don't have to admit it, but you would respect your man a lot more if he got a second job and said, baby, you don't have to work another day of your life.
Women will respect
Your
their man.
panties would be wet as fuck. Shout out to you, man. If you're watching, go get a second fucking job.
Women will respect a man more if they give their last dollar to a woman, not if they give them everything that they want.
Bro, okay,
We're-
go get a guy that's gonna give you his last dollar, but he'll never make another one. See how long you care for him.
Well, I actually don't have a rebuttal for that. If he's a bum, no, but like if somebody's not going to be making another dollar, I'm just going to assume that his characteristics are somebody who
Listen,
doesn't have ambition and stuff.
Our value in society isn't how much valuable time did you spend with your girl.
And that's why
that's not what we're measured by in society. Men are supposed to be leaders. We're supposed to be earners. We're supposed to go out and hunt and bring it home so that you guys can serve.
And that's so interesting because, like I said, men and women are very different, and our qualities are so incompatible to each other.
Let me ask you a question though, because what you're asking for, like, I'm a little confused. So you're with a man, you're married to him. He spends from 25 or 30 whenever you meet him till his 50s. You guys have all the fucking quality time in the world after he retires. You guys are always thinking about now instead of thinking, you know what, when he's in his mid 50s, we can travel the world. All the shit that you ladies want us to do, the last 30 years of our life we can do. Why is it? And I'm not saying he's not going to spend any time with you. I'm just saying, like, all this fluffy shit, why don't you just wait for it?
I think that's a terrible example because we're older and we have less energy. I want to spend time with you now while we're growing our relationship. We always talk about working until we retire, but when we retire, like we have no energy.
You were just talking about quality time is just sitting and watching Netflix.
No, I said something as minimal as that we appreciate. I'm not saying, oh, women are the happiest people in the world if we're sitting down watching Netflix. We appreciate the small things just the same way that you guys appreciate us buying you a steak and dinner, even if we're using your card.
I disagree with what you're saying. I think when you're in your 40s or 50s, especially early 40s, 50s, you still have enough energy to jump on a plane, fucking go to Japan or fucking Tulum or wherever, and you don't have to worry about your kids, your empty nesters. I don't agree with that.
Well,
I think, yes, you're younger and you're fucking more or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But trust me, you're still going to have a good time. If you two have a good connection, you're going to be happy.
But do you think that our connection is going to be as strong as 50 as it is at 20?
Yeah.
Even
yes. I think it would be even stronger.
If you're
honest.
But if you're absent majority of the time because of how long you're working, I don't mind you doing what you want, but you have to still have a presence in the household.
I'm not saying there's not going to be any presence. What I'm saying is it's not going to be as much as maybe you want. But if you think for the long haul, you know what? When we get older, all this money he's making, we'll be able to really live it up in the last years of our life. I'm not saying he's going to fucking neglect you completely.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm just saying, like,
look, that Social Security check, gone. That 401k,
it's all gone. Yeah,
gone. Right? You want to work when you're young. What the quality time? The fuck is that?
Yeah.
At least 3 hours of a day, I'd say, is very minimal.
Before you even get into a relationship, you need to have the discussion, like, what are you doing for work? How long are you going to be gone? And is this something that you can accept? And if it's not something that you can accept, then you need to just move on. Or if it's something that you can accept, you're just going to have to be okay with sometimes he's going to be gone during the times that you would like to see him.
Yeah, bro. Women are too fucking needy, bro. Go ahead. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
So I have an example. When I said cultural, I think plays like a big role. I'm gonna be 30 soon, so my two big relationships with Hispanic men, they've paid for everything when it comes to like household.
Move your mic over a little bit because you're out of the mic. There you go. Go ahead.
Household, groceries, just bills in general. Like they're the provider, they're who I feel safe with. And recently, in March, I started dating someone that's from London. This person's white, and we talked about like moving in together. Maybe I went to London a few times, back and forth, and one of the first things that he mentioned was, "Oh, when you come, mind you, rent over there is like 1,200 for like a 3-bedroom.
Okay.
Here we're talking a 4,000 condo for maybe a 2-bedroom."
Okay.
And the first thing he said was like, "Yeah, when you come, 50-50, you pay this much and this much." Automatic. I never spoke to him again. I was like, disgusting. I felt so like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I talked to my friends about it, and he talked to his friends about it, and he's like, "No, everyone in London does this. Like everyone has a roommate, everyone splits the rent." And I was like, well, maybe because I'm Cuban, maybe my dad, raised me this way, and like, I don't know. He always took care of my mom and my siblings. I don't know. Like,
So your dad was a real man.
yeah, he
Shout
is
out to
a
your
real
dad.
man.
Okay. Shout out to your dad.
So me going to London, it's like, damn, I'm gonna go to London. I'm gonna be like all these miles away. I have to ship my car. I have to find a job. I have to go to school. I have to find a new school, and I have to think about paying rent, which was like $600. Like you can't pay the full 1,200.
Yeah.
It was an automatic. Like, no.
Listen, ladies, I don't understand how you cannot be turned off by a dude that's letting you fucking pay.
Yeah,
How can you not be turned off if a guy is saying, "Nah, baby, you take half the check.
That's crazy.
Nah, baby, you pay half." Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, let me ask the ladies because y'all haven't talked yet. What would you do if a guy was just like, you know what, like let's?
Well,
pay
she
it?
loves it. She said it.
Oh, she.
It's happened to me before.
Were you turned off?
Yeah, of course.
Never went out with that guy again.
I was dating him for 4 years.
4 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
He saved a whole lot of money.
What about you? You said you like 50-50, right?
Well, I didn't mean in the money aspect.
Oh.
I was talking about in the appreciation,
That's
the
a good
value.
bailout.
Okay.
Well, no, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I know as a man, biologically, he would be turned off if I offered him money. That's just how it is. But like, as far as, let's say he's had a long day and he just wants someone to sit there and tell him how hard he's worked. He deserves that. Do you know what I'm saying? And like,
Okay.
maybe he needs that extra 20% from me. But
Okay.
not every day he expects that. Do you know what I'm saying? So then it would be like more 50-50.
Well, I still have a problem with that because you can't
That's okay.
choose when to give that and when to not give it, right?
I'm not saying like when to choose, but you know how sometimes as a man, it's like they don't want to involve feelings or
Okay.
they don't want to admit that. Like they might just want their alone time, which is like,
No,
I'm going to
every
respect
single
that.
day, every single day when I get home, I expect my girl to go home and make me some food. I don't have to tell her. Right? Imagine if she was like, "Well, I'll do it 80% of the week." Well, what if I'm hungry during the 20%? I expect you to make it every single time we get home if you know I'm hungry, right? Just do it. The other day I got mad because we got home. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" You know what I mean? Like, yo, like, and she was like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to get off the phone so I can serve." I was like, "Nah, I need you to serve me now so when I get off the phone I can just eat." Like, I need that shit now because when it comes to protecting you, I'm not telling you, "Well, I'll do it 80% of the week." When it comes down to pay bills, I'm not saying I'll pay 80% of the bills. It's 100% for me, and man, that's how it should be. I have a daughter. I don't want my daughter to go date a dude she has to pay for. There's no reason for. Well, your camera's on, brother. My bad. Sorry, he was like shaking the camera.
Oh yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I don't want my daughter to go into that type of relationship. I work too fucking hard to invest into my daughter to go out there and support another dude. Fuck no. Fuck no.
I have a
I think
question.
we. Oh, sorry.
So would you want your daughter to go to college and have a career,
Yeah.
like, and work?
Well, see, and this is where girls think that I'm a misogynist. I don't want my daughter to have to work at all. Now, if she chooses to, what can I do? You're a grown adult. Go work. Go slave if you want to slave. But my job is as a father is when I walk my daughter down that aisle, I'm giving her to another man, and I'm saying I've done my duty. I've taken care of her. I pay for all her expenses. I've done my job. It was an honor to take care of this beautiful woman. It is your turn now to do that. And men actually, they respect that.
Facts.
I think that's a lot. That's a big reason why a lot of marriages probably fail is because these women are just walking down the aisle with some random stranger, right? When your father goes up and gives you away to another man and looks him in the eye and says, "It's your turn to take care of her," bro, there's meaning in that.
Yeah. I've seen. I DJ a lot of weddings. I've seen the dad go up and give his daughter away and literally like break down.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, my like,
Yeah.
and there's songs, Daddy's Little Girl.
Yeah, yeah.
When he's doing the first dance with his daughter, he's like, you can see it in his eyes. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm actually, it's serious to us.
Well,
ladies.
look, I've never been married, but as a man, if I had another man give me his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Not that she's a possession, because I know girls are like, oh, women are possessions. But I'm saying, I would be like, yo, I have to take care of this woman.
Yeah.
I have to take care of this woman, because there's another man out there that's holding me accountable.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take care of her, and I would want to. Now, if you come down with some random Joe, you know what I mean? I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
Okay, cool. Peace.
Shout out to the chat, guys. In the chat, send in your super chats, guys. We have the threshold. What's the threshold? It's,
Yes, $9.99, bro.
$9.99,
Shout out to the chat,
guys.
man. We
And,
love you guys so much, man.
Yeah, sending in your questions, guys.
Okay, cool. You had something you want to add to that or no?
Well, no, the reason I asked that is because you were saying that you didn't want your girlfriend to work and all that. So let's say if your daughter wants to be an attorney and she wants to be kicking, butt in, in that,
Yeah.
would you think of her not as a woman? Like,
Yeah.
is she not a feminine
I see what you're saying.
woman?
Okay, so here's the
because
thing,
of
right?
that?
We had a lady argue with me 2 shows ago, I think, and she was like, "Well, what if your daughter was gonna be the one that found the cure for cancer?" And I was like, "Well, the world would never know if it's up to me, because I don't want my daughter to go out there and stress herself about trying to find the cure for cancer, bro. She's supposed. There's scientists out there trying to figure that out right now. There's men trying to figure that out. Why does my daughter have to do that? Look, my son is gonna be a whole different thing. My son is gonna have to slave his ass off." But that's the way a man should live, man. I don't like we start feminizing these men, and then we wonder why society starts to crumble. Then you wonder why men aren't opening the door. You're wondering why men are going 50-50, because from a young age they're acting like women. You can't and it's another thing that we have a big problem with on this show is, I think that most men raise better kids. And women come on here and they're like, no, it's women. We're more loving and nurturing. I'm like, but there's no discipline.
I disagree. Okay, I disagree that men for the entirety of raising a child is better, because I believe that the woman is better at raising a child from the time it was born to before puberty. And after puberty, I think the father is better because of the disciplinary functions.
Okay, so then why do studies show that the first 7 years are the most important years? If that's your logic, that from the time they're born to the time they're teenagers, the first 7 years is when a kid actually finds out what they're going to be in life, right? Characteristics, attitudes, how to deal with things, right?
Yeah, definitely. And a woman provides so much value to that because she's the one that's nurturing him.
Yeah, but
she's the one
these kids are being coddled their whole entire lives.
Coddled. And yes, but like when you're actually, no, I take that back. I was going to say something that I was going to contradict myself.
Okay, there you go, right?
No, because I was
case closed.
No, the question, what I was going to say is, when do you think you're disciplining your child more, from the ages 0 to 7 or from ages from puberty up?
Actually, the fact that I have kids, I can tell you, is from now. It's from now.
Okay.
Because I'm teaching them the principles now, so that when they're growing older, I won't have to tell them, yo, remember when you. I don't have to do that. I already taught them what's right and wrong now, right? And I just think that even with a father, you don't have to be there like a mother does.
Also, your childhood is super, super important. Those little stages, maybe not from 0 to 2 because you don't remember shit, but definitely from like 3 or 4 to like maybe 5 to 7, because I remember shit that was traumatizing. I remember people stealing toys from me, and I thought that was the biggest thing biggest deal in the world. But a lot of people, the way they act as adults is literally from that range, that young range, trauma that they never got over.
Correct.
And so that's super, super important.
100%.
Everybody, my mom's almost 75 years old and she still talks about shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandma used to have our cousins sleep over and they had to sleep in a bed and I had to sleep on the floor. I'm like, you're 80 complaining about that and she's still whining like a kid.
That's
I'm
why
like,
everyone's
damn.
like trying to heal
Unhealed
their
trauma.
inner child.
Yeah, like that's a real thing. So Eric's right.
So with that being said, again, if my daughter wants to go to college, go to college. If she wants to be on a volleyball team, go do it. But I'm giving her the option to never have to do it. Make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I like that answer.
Anybody else have anything to add?
Yes.
What's up?
On the topic of like who's a better parent, I don't think we should say, oh, the dad's better than the mom's basically shit. Because that's how it sounds.
Nobody said the mother was shit.
No, but that's how it sounds when you're saying who's a better parent.
Hold on.
When it comes to
that's
discipline,
not what we're saying.
When it comes to discipline, yes, a father is better at that because a father is more dominant and masculine, and then a mom is gonna be like, oh, it's okay. But when it comes to like a child being sick, who are they going to go to, their mom or their dad? They're going to go to their mom. If they bust their knee, who are they going to go to, mom or dad?
Yeah, but if they're sick, they're going to survive anyways. It's okay. Like,
I know, but the mom still has to be there to take care of them. The dad obviously is going to be more of the
but your immune system's still going to do its job. Like he does a really good job of explaining the difference. Do you want to tell her?
I'm sorry.
So she's saying that she thinks that. Okay, so
I didn't say
basically the
women
way
are
that
better.
Steve says
I'm
it is,
just
just
saying.
because we're saying that dads are better at raising kids doesn't mean that the mom is shit.
Oh yeah.
But for some reason, that's what women hear. Right? That's what you hear.
Right.
When I say I think men are better better parents, oh, that means women are shit. He must think women suck.
Right.
I don't, bro. There's some great women mothers out there.
Right. If we were doing a judge on who's the better host of the Unfiltered, and someone said Basil's better than King, better than Steve, it's not I suck. It's just Basil's better.
Correct.
I'm still good though.
Right.
So when women hear stuff, y'all think, well, oh, that automatically means the person they said are better than is fucking shit. And that's not what we're saying.
Right.
Women are capable of raising kids, but we're saying that guys are better in the long run. And overall, if you have a guy raise the child, typically the child doesn't go to jail or have all those things that happen. The daughter's not on the stripper pole. It's just the studies. It's the truth. It's the facts.
And listen, if you guys don't agree with us, the numbers support us. The numbers support us. Okay, 80% of people in prison come from single mother homes. Okay, runaways, same thing. Okay, murderers, same thing. School shooters, same things. You want to go down the line, same thing. Okay, numbers support us. Go ahead.
I mean, if you think about it, that's why so many people have like daddy issues or they need their dad in their life because it's an important role.
It's amazing to me that women that come with strong like father figures in their lives, they always sound like her.
They understand.
Right? They always sound like her, and they're like, listen, I understand. It's not that women suck. It's not that mothers are horrible people. It's just the fact that, yes, I have a father figure, or I have a father, or I have brothers, and I've seen this happen in my life. And, you know, the women that come on here from the single mother women are the worst because they come over here thinking I'm already talking shit about them. And I'm just stating facts, right? Like I'll sit here and say men are better. Well, my mother was the best mother in the fucking world. And I'm like, okay, she might have been, but statistics show otherwise. Okay.
I want to add something to that. So for me, I was raised with a single parent. My dad was a single man. And my mother left us. So, you know, I was raised by a man. So I feel like some women have masculine and feminine energy, right? I feel like when you're raised by a man, you have more masculine energy. And like, you know, an example of that would be, for me, I'm a single parent. I have a 4-year-old, and I'm the one that disciplines her. You know, her dad doesn't really do the disciplining, and she listens to me more.
Right.
So, you know, it just depends on the family dynamic.
Yeah, but you had a kid with a weak dude, if I'm being honest. Like, there's no reason why, like, okay, so I have kids, right? And I always use my kids as an example because it's easy for women to be like, you don't know what you're talking about. But I have kids, okay? And I don't see them every single day. But man, when I get in that fucking house and I raise my voice, everything stops. Everything stops. But right before, right, maybe they don't know I'm home, I'll hear the mom, yo, Maddox, stop running around. Stop putting your feet on the couch. Stop doing this. Don't hit your sister, right? Because my son's really young, right? My daughter's older, but nothing, bro. It's like they tune it out.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as I say, yo, Maddox, I promise you everything stops. Everything stops.
Yeah, I was raised by a single mom, and I remember me and my brother would just be beating each other up, horsing around, breaking shit. And my mom would say some shit. And we're like, "What the fuck you gonna do?" Like literally, there's a point at a young boy's life where it's like, she ain't gonna do shit. And even if she hits me, it ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So we just know inherently, like, we just keep doing what we're gonna do. We don't give a fuck.
So why do kids have more of an not just kids, but just people in general, like even when you're growing up, why do people have such a more emotional attachment to their mother when they understand that their father is the most important person in their life?
Because I'm more comfortable around my mother. I know she's not gonna hit me. I know, like, the discipline. I can run over her. I'm good. I'm comfortable around her.
Yeah, you're comfortable around her because of her nurturing nature.
Because she was coddling me. So
Exactly.
then it's gonna lead me to start disrespecting her because I'm so comfortable with her.
How about
she
this?
starts treating me like a friend, not a fucking.
Were you raised by a single mother?
Yeah, I was.
Were you raised by a single mother? I was raised by a single mother, kind of before she gave me up. My mom actually gave me up when I was 7 to the system. Okay. Now here's the thing. I was an emotional as little fucking boy. That's all I knew. When I got hurt, I was emotional. When I got mad, I was emotional. Everything about me was emotion. When you're raised by just women, that's why all the school shooters are fucking single mother kids. You get mad, someone bullied you. Oh, I'm just gonna go shoot up the school. That's just the way it is. Emotion. I'm not saying that you guys don't do a great job. I'm just saying, like, statistics prove that you guys don't know how to raise kids. Okay, not all of them, but majority of them. Okay, you were raised by a single mother. You told me the story that your mom was also very emotional.
Correct.
You probably didn't get your discipline till you went into the military. Guess what? I didn't get my discipline until I went to prison.
Mm-hmm. And there's different shit that a guy's gonna do, guys. With like I said it in one of the last podcasts. When I would wash dishes, I would wear the fucking gloves, the big ass gloves. I had a grandfather. Yeah, I know. My grandfather was like, "Yo, you're a fucking sissy." Like, yo, he made me. Yo, I was like, I never wore gloves again. Never did that shit again. Like, so when you have a man in the household, he will teach you things. You're not gonna be all hugged up on your dad necessarily. That might be the daughter. Like Eric's daughter might be hugged up his daddy's little girl, but the son,
right,
yo, get away from me, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Like, don't be hugging up on me.
And
like
that's
that.
true.
Like,
I have a son and I have a daughter. My daughter's can't do anything wrong in my eyes. I love my daughter. My son, I'm like, I love you too, but go away. You know what I mean? It is the way it is.
I'll be going off a tangent here, but if everybody recognizes that the men are the most important figure in a child's life, why are they more disrespected by society than single mothers? Because if society sees a single father, they assume, oh, he's a deadbeat, he left his kids. If they see a single mother, they always say, oh, the woman is so strong, you know, she was the victim of the situation. Why is that, in your opinion?
That's a good question.
We live in a society where women are championed no matter what they do, even if they do something wrong. We live in a society where Father's Day is Happy Mother's Day twice or some stupid shit like they try to do. So we don't really care about what guys do for society, the single fathers out there. Basically, we're just like, whatever we can't win, bro. We can't win in this society. Even if you're a single father, like I know one of my cousins was a single father. He had to do his daughter's hair and figure out how to do all that shit that the mom would do. Like, there are some good fathers out here, but we just live in a society where men's feelings and what men go through.
And then as soon as you go to the legal system and then the father really wants the kids,
mom.
that's going to the mother. It's going to the mother.
It goes to the primary caretaker, the one who's been with the child the most. So
That's not true. That's not true. Ladies, do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Okay, then.
But
who has kids here? You have kids?
No, but I literally looked it up.
I don't give a yo. I don't care what you looked up. When you experience it, you know the truth. I have kids, and I'm telling you. Let's say I wanted to fight for custody as soon as my kids were born. I promise you, her mother, my kids' mothers, would have been favored in the eyes of the court. Period.
No matter what.
It doesn't matter who was the baby was just born. What do you mean who was a primary care? It's equal, but she would still be favored. That's just the way it is. We live in a society where if a mother leaves her kids, like yours, we don't call her a deadbeat mom. But if it was a father, everyone here would have thought, damn, that's a fucked up father.
I'm just not connecting the dots here, because why would they favor the woman if we all recognize that the father is the most important person? I'm just not connecting all of the dots together.
Would you agree in the household the father makes more money?
Yes.
Guess who all that money goes to the judges' pensions, basically, to retirement. They're gonna get more from the man than the woman. So the judge is already going to want to favor the mother over the father
for their own benefit.
Correct.
So the system is rigged.
Hold on. And if even what you were saying is true,
it is.
Okay, but even if it is, the favor, when we say favor, that even at the fact, like if we looked it up now and you said what you said, it still favors in women. So basically when it happens, the women still get you get what I'm saying? Favor doesn't necessarily mean it's true. It just means like it ends up falling more on the woman's side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I would say like, because just like how you said, you'd rather like a woman to stay home and not work. If the woman is staying home and taking care of the kids, she is the primary caregiver because you're out working. That's what the court sees. If she's at home,
the primary care would be the father. He's the one that's earning everything. He's the one that's paying everything.
Taking care of the children while you're working.
Yeah, but I can get daycare for that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So
what? Why would you want to get daycare if you want?
I'm saying home? If I had to, like, if I had to be a single father, right? Like, I could get. I'm the one paying the bills. Like here's the thing, right? I thought about this one time, and I said, why do mothers always go for child support? Think about that for a second. Why do mothers always go for child support? If you know your baby daddy is making way more money and he can take care of the kids, why not? Why shouldn't men be able to go to court and say, I'm the top earner here, I can go ahead and take care of my kids? Your Honor, can I have my kids? And the judge should say, you know what? You proved it. Here you go. Instead, the court is still going to side with the mother. They're still going to side with the mother and say, you know what? We'll just give her child support. That's the American system for you right there.
That's true.
So when you sit here, you're like, oh no, no, I'm telling you from experience. Okay, I'm telling you from experience. It's women first here.
I didn't say that they didn't favor women. I was just saying that in the court system, that's just who they give the kids to, is the primary caregiver.
They give it to the mother. You might as well just say they give it to the mother.
I know, but I'm not saying that they favor women. I'm just saying when it comes to what?
If they're gonna give it to the mother every single time, they favor women. You can't sit here and say they don't favor women, but they always give it to the mother.
No, what I meant was I'm not saying that they're not favoring women. Sorry, I'm not saying that they're not favoring women ever. When it comes to like kids and when it comes to abuse and all that, a man could say he got hit, but then obviously they're gonna believe the woman if the woman says no, that's not true. I'm not saying that they don't favor women. I'm just saying when it comes to like the whole thing with the kids, if you can prove that she isn't a good mom or she's not fit to be a mother, then if you can prove it, then
that's very hard to do.
That's it.
Okay.
She's a drug addict on the streets, homeless.
Bro, even if she was all those things, you have to have hard concrete proof to do it, right? You have to.
Yeah.
It's like when you get arrested, you're like innocent until proven guilty, but why are you in handcuffs going to jail?
Right.
Right.
Why are you in handcuffs going to jail? You're innocent until proven guilty. They should prove you guilty first.
Right.
That's how it is for men in the courts. Yo, I have kids. I'm telling you, I have kids. When you have kids, ask your baby daddy to try to take custody from you and see what happens.
No, I was just telling you like what I've read.
As a matter of fact, it was just recent here in the state of Florida that they started saying, yo, we're gonna do 50-50. That was recent. I think that was a month and a half ago. I think that was recent. Where the state of Florida is like, yo, we no longer are just going to just give it right away, because that's what they used to do, right? When you went to custody battles, they would say, we're going to give it to the mother until you can prove that you're the better parent.
Yeah.
But now the court's saying, you know what? We're not going to give the custody to anyone. We're going to let you prove first who's the better parent is, which I think is great. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say on that?
I just want to say shout out to all the single dads out there, because there are men out there that take care of their kids. Like my man is one of them. He has 2 daughters. I've seen him, brushing hair and stuff. It's amazing to see that.
Yeah, shout out to you. And shout out to you for giving guys props, because a lot of women don't do that. Okay, we have no problem giving women props. Single mothers, oh my God, single mothers. But there's single fathers out there and men out there every single day that work their asses off.
Yeah.
And they never get a thank you, right? Sometimes the single fathers don't get a thank you at all until the kids are grown. Think about that. You waited 25 years to hear thank you, dad. Right? We never hear it. You have something you just don't like men at all, right?
Oh no, I hate them.
Okay.
Like I'm so upset that I have testosterone in my body.
Okay. Ladies,
we got a super chat from Dr. Kish.
Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Dr. Kish says society wants to break the nuclear family, shaming men, promoting degenerate behavior by women. Broken families yield broken children. Ooh, spitting facts right there. He says, who are already brainwashed, it's done on purpose. And I agree with that. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. It is done on purpose. It's by design. The moment women stood up and said, we want to work, we want to be like men, you guys fucked the whole system up. You guys should have just stayed home, shut your mouths, and said, my husband's taking care of us. I get to spend time with the kids. Cool, I love my life.
Yeah, there are a lot of women that are pissed that they gotta work now.
Bro, there's women on TikTok.
There's
women on TikTok. They're crying. They're like, who the fuck fought for this shit?
Yeah.
Who fought for this?
Yeah.
Bro, they're all paying because a few women wanted to fight for this.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, right? You guys may not admit this, but I guarantee you right now, if you had the option to marry a guy that says, baby, I'm gonna take care of you for the rest of my days.
And mean it.
Or you could have a husband that you're going 50-50 with and you're working your 9 to 5, maybe you're working a little bit more than 9 to 5. You're gonna take the husband that's taking care of you.
Yes, that's so evident, but it sounds politically correct, but like we live in an economy where like that's not really possible unless you're the top percent. Like
we live in an
earner.
economy where we give men excuses.
No, I'm not talking about I'm talking about like actual money economy.
I understand that, and I understand that we're in a silent recession.
Because, yeah, exactly. Like how many people here like had both their parents working? So exactly, but it was easier back then to actually provide for kids. Like a single father could have provided for 4 kids back in the days, and they could have everything that they need.
That's true.
If you you can't do that today.
Okay, but here's
it's just more difficult.
Okay, but here's another thing. First of all, in today's society, we're living outside our means. That's number one. And number two, even if you want to live that type of lifestyle, I'm gonna say this again, and I don't understand if your man might get mad at this. Your man should be man enough to say, I'll get another job. I'll get another side business. I'll do it because I would, bro. Listen, my girl loves not having to work. She loves that shit. She used to work right before she met me. She loves not having to work. She loves doing whatever the fuck she wants. She loves investing into she loves that shit. If I give her an option, do you want to go back to work, baby? Why?
So
Why?
So can you agree that it just adds a lot more stress to men?
Bro, my girl fucks the shit out of me because she doesn't have to work.
No. Listen, any woman, nobody wants to work. No woman wants to work either. And back in the day, women didn't want to work either.
Men want to work.
No, okay, yeah, sorry. Women back in the day didn't want to work. Women now don't even want to work. But the thing is, women at home, they know that they have a good enough income that can provide for herself, her kid, and her husband. Nowadays, we can't. I was losing a train of thought.
Whose fault is that?
Well, it's obvious.
I'm sorry, you had something you wanted to add.
I
right?
wanted to add to that. So for me, I've been working since I was 16. You know, I've lived on my own since I was 17. I'm just constantly working, even going through school and everything. So let's say if my man that I'm with now, like, you know, we get married and he takes care of everything, I would love to not work.
Yeah.
But I work because I have bills and I have a daughter and I have to provide. But definitely, I agree with you that if somebody were to take care of you, of course you're gonna take that advantage, you know.
I love that you said that because I'm gonna say something, right?
I added my train of thought again.
I'll come back to you. So here's the thing, right? She said earlier that if her man had 2 jobs, that she would lose connection with him. Well, I think that if I had 2 jobs and my girl saw me slaving to give her the best life possible, the 2-3 hours we do see each other, she's just gonna be so in love with me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you lose that connection? The number one thing men want in the world is to feel needed. Because that was when I realized that my life had to change. When my daughter was born, I was like, oh shit, this little girl needs me. That is when a man changes, when he has purpose and he feels needed. Bro, what are we gonna do? If you're paying 50% of our bills, you don't really need me. I'm gonna go fuck another girl that probably does need me.
To go back to what I was saying, back in the day, 1 man and 1 income was enough for the family. Nowadays, we need 2 to 3 incomes to actually support a family. In 50 years from now, as inflation keeps on rising, are you guys going to pick up 4, 5, 6 sources of income? Is too much stress. And I really,
for the average person,
for the average person, you have to be the top percent. And even though it sounds so politically correct to say, oh, he should pick up another job and another job, it's just not possible for some men.
Yeah, but some of the women that y'all want to work full-time fucking jobs. We had a med student on yesterday who's like doesn't have time for anything. Y'all are picking jobs that are so demanding and taxing, and then you want to pick jobs where you're managing people. Jenny Mai and Young Jeezy, we talked about it yesterday. They just got a divorce because Jenny Mai was too strong and too argumentative. And that's because she literally said to herself, I work a job where I have people under me and I can't turn it off when I go home. I'm a boss bitch. I'm a boss bae. I can't stop being a boss bae. So I'm going to snap at him just like I snap at my employees. So it's not like y'all are picking part-time jobs that are easy, something that a woman could do where she just gets some money in your pocket. Y'all are picking 40, 50, 60-hour-a-week jobs and then complaining, why, oh my God, like, y'all are doing it to yourselves. You don't have to make it difficult.
You want to know what the worst part about that is? When they reach that status, right? When they graduated from school and they become doctors, right? Just for example, and they have a kid, they're like, I don't want to go to work anymore. Right. My fucking purpose in life is to take care of this beautiful kid. And these CEOs don't want to go back to work during COVID, right? After COVID, nobody wanted to go back to fucking work. The women were like, yo, you know what? I was working from home. I actually kind of want to keep going.
I don't think anybody is denying that a woman working is extremely masculine because we need to actually adapt those masculine traits to actually perform the job. But I am saying I do believe that it's much easier for a man and a woman to work, even though it's not ideal. It's just so much easier in this economy than a man, an average man working 3 jobs, because at least a woman working is very possible. An average man working 3 jobs with a low income or average income, that is way harder.
Especially when suicide rates is really high for men. You want to add more stress. It's just
well, if I'm coming home to feminine and peace, like if a girl is feminine and peaceful, when I get home, I have the a cooked meal and the house is clean and everything is right, then why would I do that? Why would I off myself?
Nobody is saying that a man paying for everything and a woman staying at home is a bad thing. I'm saying that we're both saying that in this economy, for regular day-to-day people, we're not talking about the guys that be on yachts. Like, I don't know if you guys are probably on yachts. We're not talking about you guys. We're talking about every day-to-day men. You need to have 2 people in the house paying for things. It's just right now.
They want it easy. They're lazy. They want it easy. They're playing video games. They're watching Netflix.
Ladies, that's it. That's the answer right there. Yeah. Every single guy out there has the ability and the potential to be a millionaire. They just don't want it bad enough.
Mhm.
So when you sit here,
That's
you're
true.
like, oh, well, working 2 jobs is too stressful on guys, and that's what a suicide. That's not it.
It's
That's
not,
not it. No,
it's,
it's
not,
solely
it's not
the
more
reason.
so, it's not more so too stressful. It's just that it's highly competitive. If everybody in the world is millionaires, the
No, yeah.
inflation will just keep
Okay,
rising.
no.
You know what I mean?
Can you
No,
imagine?
what I'm saying is that most men love to compete.
1,000%, but not all of them are winners. You guys are speaking from winner mentality, so it's so easy for you to say.
But I wasn't a
the
loser. I was a loser not too long ago, though.
And you were the rare percent that was at the very, very bottom that turned to the very, very top. You are an absolute rare exception. Genuinely.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not special. Everybody's like me. They just don't want it as bad as me. That's it.
Yeah, but not everyone
So it
wants
comes
the
back to lazy.
lifestyle.
But it doesn't have to be my lifestyle. It could just be having a better life in general. That's it, ladies. You guys are dealing with lazy men. Most men are lazy. I was lazy. I'm gonna tell you what I used to do. I used to go to work and do the minimum. Well, to be fair, I was working a sales job, so I was making pretty good money because when you work commission, you get paid off the work you do. So I've always been a really good salesman, right? But when I would go home, I would just turn it on the Xbox. That quality time, I was so unhappy with myself. I didn't even want to spend time with my girl. I would go play Xbox and fucking Call of Duty because I was so good at it. I didn't understand I was actually mentally competing. You're playing video games, you're still competing, right? I wasn't playing fucking GTA. I was playing like something competitive. Like I wanted to be the best at the game that I was playing, right? And bro, my life was horrible. It was horrible. I wanted the good life. I just didn't want to do the actions that brought the good life. Does that make sense?
Well, but what about in taking into account, and I'm not speaking about you guys specifically, but the statistics that shows that men who work more, work longer hours, and have more stress are more likely to abuse their family. What do you have to say? Like, what about that?
But I can't speak to that because I don't know that for myself. But I mean, the only thing I can think is maybe men are just outworking themselves and then they're coming home to ungrateful women. That's the only thing I can think of. Or maybe they're getting cheated on while they're at work. I don't know. But just like a woman should choose her man wisely, a man should also choose his woman wisely. Like you're not going to go find a girl at the club and get engaged to her, marry her, and then expect that she might never cheat. Bro, like the way you find her is the way you lose her.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So it's more so like women have to be more of a peacemaker if they want the dynamics of the relationship to be comfortable with the multiple incomes that they're working.
That seems logical to me.
But when you guys talk about peacemakers, you just want women to just be there and not talk.
There's something graceful about a woman being able to tame her man, right? There's something so beautiful about that. Like when women sit here in today's age and you guys start arguing with your man, you're a dummy. Because I promise you, if you sit there and get sad or cry, this guy will disarm himself. Because we don't see you guys as a threat. The only time we see you as a threat is when you're fucking being violent and yelling at us. My girlfriend, when we get into it a little bit, she'll just get sad. I might raise my voice and she'll just get sad. And I'm like, fuck. Imagine if she was like, fuck you, dumbass nigga. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like it's backwards. Like if you're graceful, like you're just more attractive and beautiful to us. I'm gonna get to the super chat real quick, man. Shout out to my man, Captain Caveman. He says, why do you think it takes 2 incomes, but yet back in the day it only took 1? It's because women especially love to live up. And I will agree to that.
Inflation, though.
It's not just inflation. It's not just inflation. Women spend, if I'm not mistaken, over 80% of everything in the fucking world. And even this, right? Like if I go buy something in a store, I'm buying it for my fucking girl. It's still being spent for her, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, yes, women in today's society, you guys, bro, social media has programmed everyone to want to compete.
Yeah.
Well, my friend just went to Dubai, so we have to take a trip too.
I disagree. I don't think it's social media. Females are naturally competitive with each other because we are aimed to we are aimed to try and get the top alpha male of the group.
It is social media because before it used to be like that too, but now you can actually see it.
Okay.
Right? Like back in the day, there was no Facebook and Instagram, so you didn't know if your friends went to Dubai.
Right. And you can't unsee it, ladies. Once you do something, you're on a yacht, you're in a Cullinan, you're on a private jet. You can't just drop and go back, right? So yeah, you don't want you always want to climb the ladder and you don't want to go back down the ladder as women. So
100%. What card you pull in?
An alpha.
An alpha, right? A girl like her is not driving a Toyota Camry, right? Like
she's like, no, never.
I wouldn't.
Why not? Why wouldn't she drive it? What's wrong with Toyota Camrys? I have a Toyota Camry.
There's nothing wrong with it.
She needs a little luxury.
Okay.
I've never.
Would you date a guy that has a Toyota Camry?
No.
What's wrong with me?
There's nothing wrong with you.
So
Something
what's
wrong.
wrong with my car?
It's just the truth. I don't know. I wouldn't.
There's
Because
a
you're-
standard.
yeah.
There's a
Right.
standard, ladies. There's a standard, right? Women like her in general, bro, even the ugly ones. Even the ugly ones have unrealistic standards. Bro, there's ugly girls on fucking Ferraris and Lambos in their stories. I'm like, how the fuck did you get there?
I really
ladies,
thought about that.
Let me
bro.
ask the ladies though. What are any of you ladies? Are you cool with lowering your standards at some point? Like, let's say you're
Ask her.
No.
Ask her.
you're 30. I mean, look,
She's
you're-
30.
I have.
and you're single.
I have.
You're about to hit the wall.
I am. And I have lowered my standards.
So tell us what you've taken out. Like, these are things that I wanted when I was 22 and hot or whatever, and now maybe you still think you're hot because woman thinks you're so hot. But what I'm saying is, what stuff did you take off the list that you were like, all right, I can deal with this now?
No, I haven't taken anything off the list. If anything, I've added more.
Well,
I
you added
did.
more.
Yeah,
the
but
hypergamy in her.
what I'm saying is prior, like growing up.
Into the mic, please.
Sorry, growing up, maybe a few years ago, I did date someone that didn't have a car, and I took him to the Gramercy every time that he had to go to work, and he was
Okay.
like a server, and I liked him a lot. You know, we connected a lot, so I
Okay.
did.
Don't you think though that your standards as you get older should go down a little more? Because because
No,
that's interesting.
No.
Why?
the way I was raised.
So what if you just stay single and you don't get a guy because now all these things pile on? He's got to do this, he's got to do that, and you
That's
just
fine.
You don't think you're like
That's okay.
losing
Maybe
value
I'll
as
do
you get
this.
older?
Maybe.
So if you're losing value as you get older, why would you, aim for a higher standard guy?
I'm just always gonna aim for higher.
Well,
I've
I'm-
had high.
I'm
Why
gonna say
would
something.
I go lower?
I'm gonna say something that's not popular, but as you get older, you ladies need to drop your standards. The more kids you have, you need to drop your standards.
Yeah.
Don't have a kid by two different baby daddies. And I'm not saying you, but whoever did, and then be like, oh, I should get a Ferrari. That sounds great on paper, but it's kind of fucked up that he has to come in, take care of these kids that aren't his, so on and so forth. And your standards are now higher
Okay.
than they were before you had the
Let
kids.
me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Who's more valuable right now in the dating market, you or a 20-year-old?
Dating like what type of men? What type of men?
In general, in society, who's more valuable right now, you or a 20-year-old?
Me.
Why you?
More knowledge, more life, more experience,
Okay.
more. I know what I want. I know what the person wants.
Okay. So you think that if a guy is coming to date you, he's looking for more knowledge, more experience, and the fact that you know what a guy wants.
I mean, what? What do you?
In
What do you want me to
general.
say? Fuck. I mean,
No,
can
I mean,
still fuck great.
even sexual experience.
Right.
I'm telling you, guys aren't attracted to that.
Okay.
Like, men aren't sitting here saying, I want the girl that can fuck me the best.
Mhm.
We're not thinking about that, ladies. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so what he's saying is, shouldn't your expectations drop? Your standards, shouldn't they drop?
If he believes so, I don't believe
She
so.
does that, but
No, not if he believes so. Do you believe so?
No,
Why not?
because like I said, I've had high. I've been raised a certain way. I don't believe in lowering that.
Well, okay, see, and this is the thing
I
too.
plan to be a doctor, psychiatrist one day. I'm in medical school.
That's also going to work against you right there.
That's fine, and that's
It's
your
not
belief.
fine.
That's your belief.
It's not my belief.
But-
The numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie.
Okay. Well, I don't believe in lowering my standards. No. And
Well-
if it ever happens, okay. I'm not saying that I won't meet a man that is driving a Toyota and I won't fall in love with him and he's amazing and I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say it for you. You basically just don't really care what men want. It's pretty much what you want, and if it's not your way, then
It's the highway.
just right. And I tell
That's right.
guys, if you meet a woman like that, no offense to you, but if you meet a woman like that, treat her the same way she's treated you. Don't care. There's a lot of women that don't care what guys think, so don't lower your standards for her. And if she goes off into the sunset and never gets married, fine. You go find the girl that's for you. And again, this isn't a slight at you, but there's so many
Right.
women that come on the podcast. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want. I don't care. And so it's like, why don't care about women that don't care about you guys? Find a woman that cares about you, that doesn't use this feminism shit against you, that won't. She knows she could call the cops and get you in trouble, but she doesn't do it. She realizes, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I know I have the edge on this guy. I know I could take the kids, I could fuck his life over, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's the girl you want to find.
And let me ask you something. Do you understand that the guy you end up with is probably going to want to have kids?
Mhm.
Do you
Yes.
understand that most of your eggs are already gone now?
No.
You don't know that?
No.
Yeah, well, let me be the first to tell you. So when a woman reaches 30,
Mm-hmm.
she's losing about what, like 80% of her eggs?
35 is geriatric pregnancy. Then you get, then it's
32 is
menopause.
autism rates being higher. Yeah, I know
Okay.
that.
Right.
So then don't you think that a guy would rather maybe date a 20-year-old that doesn't have those issues?
Maybe.
21-year-old you. Let's take it out of another girl. 21-year-old you when you were
Oh,
21.
I hate 21-year-old me.
Okay. Do you think, but still, do you think that a guy would find you more valuable you at 21 or right now at 29?
When you say valuable, what do you mean?
More
To date me? To marry
Yes.
me?
More desirable,
Yes,
right?
Exactly. Yes.
I don't know. I was fucking.
But but listen, you're piling on all these things that you don't want now. So back when you were 21, 22, you didn't have all of that. And if you
Yes.
found the perfect guy, you would have been y'all would have been good.
Yes.
But now, since you have all these things, right now you're like, fuck, like it's you don't see how it's worse now for you? Like, because you're saying now that I've been talking to all these guys, my standards have gotten higher and higher and higher. But the 22-year-old you didn't have that.
Right.
So if you found that perfect guy at that point, by default, he would be better for you.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
what I'm trying to get you
here's
to understand.
another thing too, ladies. Your 20s are your best years.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that, you know, the 30-year-olds are saying 30s are the new 20s, but they have no choice but to say that. They're not going to say 30s are the new 30s, right? They have no, like, it's funny because the people in the 30s don't ever say 30s are the new 20s until they get to their 30s,
30, yeah.
right? Ain't that shit funny? What I'm saying is, like, men aren't really shit in their 20s. It really doesn't even take, like, 35 and up is when I think a man really becomes like his most valuable. 35 to like 50. Okay. Your value comes early, right? So, like, if we're racing, right, me and you have like a fucking mile advantage on me. You're already ahead of me. But if you're like, yo, he's so far back, I'm just gonna smell the roses, right? I'm picking up speed. So when I catch up to you, I'm gone and I'm not looking back. And so, you know, your 30s, ladies, contrary to popular belief, your 30s are you're already going down. You're degrading. Sorry to say it. Kind of decaying. I would say decaying too. Like your beauty goes down. Okay. Your youth goes down. You're no longer fertile. Does that make sense? You don't like what I'm saying, right?
But what if your man doesn't want kids?
Just look at people like that.
All right. I'm sorry.
What if your man doesn't want kids? My man,
That's
he's
the
done.
rare. That's the rare, because either they already have kids, or maybe they just, for some reason, they weren't born with the. Because here's the thing: most men want to further their line. I knew I wasn't gonna die unless some accident happened without having kids, and I told my ex because my first kid was my daughter. I said I'll have 4, 5 more of these until I get my son. And now thinking about everything, I kind of want another son just for insurance. But you know what I mean? I knew I wanted to further my line. There's no way I was going to be with a girl for the rest of my life and not have a kid with her. And if I couldn't have kids with her, then I didn't want to be with her. I didn't. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. If I was with a woman that couldn't have kids, I don't want to be with you. You're essentially trash.
Oh, don't say that.
Wow.
Well, yeah, because why would I date a woman that can't give me what I want?
I know,
Because,
but if that's biological, she just can't do anything about it. That
Well,
doesn't make her trash.
But I'm not
That
saying
doesn't make
trash
her
as a
less
person, but for me in a dating market, she'd be trash.
I know you have a preference. That's fine, but to call
No,
her
but
trash.
hold on. But that's my opinion, though. What are you gonna do about my opinion?
It's trash to him.
To me,
He's
in
not
the
calling
dating
all women
market, she'd be
trash.
trash. Just like I think
know,
women
you
with
just said you're trash.
just like I think women with high body
That's
counts
his
are
personal
trash.
opinion. Right.
I think a woman that has anything over 10 bodies is trash.
That's fine. No, I agree.
So you agree with that, but you don't agree with the fact that a woman that can't give me kids is also trash to me in a dating market?
No, because you literally just said you're trash if you can't give me kids. But if that's
Well, yeah, I said if you can't. I didn't say a woman's just trash.
Yeah,
I said
ladies, you gotta.
I said if you can't give me a kid, to me, I see you as trash. Why would I want you?
There's a likely chance that I can't have kids. The reason why I made that reaction is because there's other alternatives for us to be able to have kids with the same biological DNA. It's just that I wouldn't be the one to push it out. There's IVF.
Yeah, but I don't want that. I don't want that.
So you want it to be natural.
Maybe your man wants that, but I don't. I want my kid to come out from a woman I'm in love with. I don't want it to come out from her sister because she's my sister and we have similar. I know. I want it to come out from you. And that's just me.
There's also a lot of men that don't even just think about like their lineage as their DNA. They also think about their lineage as their last name. So even if
That's stupid. That's retarded.
You can think that, but a lot of men think that way.
I'm telling you, that's fucking retarded. And listen, maybe
again,
and those are feminine men.
Okay.
Those are very would you be okay with just like having someone else's kid and giving it your last name?
No, fuck.
What about you, Steve? Would you be okay with that?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Yes. Would you be okay with just having a kid, maybe adopting a kid, and just giving him your last name? Would you be satisfied with that and not having kids of your own?
No. I want to have my own kids.
Why?
Because I want to continue my legacy. I want to know that that's my bloodline.
You guys are talking about the minority. You're talking about outliers.
Yeah.
I may be I'm talking about, yeah, sure, we could say the minority, but all I'm saying is that there is a lot of other alternatives. But what is the beauty? No, let me rephrase it. Why do you specifically want your woman to push it out when there's other alternatives?
Because that's the woman that I fucking love, bro.
Yeah, but like
that's I'm not just if I wanted kids, bro, the way I was when I was younger, I was just fucking everything. If I just wanted to have just kids just to have them, then I would just had kids with anybody.
I don't know, your reasoning of like just because I love her is not a good enough reason to me. Like what is the evolutionary reason behind it? I just don't understand it. Or like I don't know. I don't know what I'm asking.
Okay, so you guys, you know how, well, at least I would say most women choose who they have sex with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think a man also equally chooses who he has kids with. I don't think men are just having kids with just anybody. And the ones that are stupid. Yeah, no. Okay, you choose. It's like in the wild. You know, animals don't just go to the first animal that they see that looks like them. They actually select. They're very selective.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at lions. You'll never see skinny, like, you know, weak lions being mated with. It doesn't happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even animals understand I want to pick the best potential mate to give my offsprings the best possible chance to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's only humans that were like, oh, well, your sister could have it. That's weird. We're the only ones that do that dumbass shit.
Mm-hmm. We got another super chat. Repo, I think actually from Caveman and from Repo.
Okay, shout out to Repo. He says, much love to the Unfiltered crew, man. Shout out to you, Repo. Much love, man. We appreciate that so much. There's another one from Caveman too.
I think so.
No. He already
okay.
he already read that one real quick. Shout out to you. Okay, cool. Anybody else want to? Damn, these are good debates here, man. Anybody else want to add to that real quick?
I want to add to that. What if, not for you, because obviously we know how you feel about it, but what about women that can't have kids?
I love that.
Are
Thank you for
infertile, and
I'm infertile.
for
That's what
she's
okay, so she's infertile.
Yeah,
I would never date her.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying she's low as a human being. For me personally, I just would never date her. Just like if I didn't have a leg, there's some girls that just wouldn't date me because I didn't have a leg. Does that make me, trash as a human? No, but it means in the dating market, it does affect me negatively.
Right. Or if a guy is super short, a lot of girls ain't gonna want to date him. Yo, I don't like short guys.
I completely understand. Like I already admit myself that I'm already lower in the dating market. I'm just so confused.
You're
when
not.
Oh, she asked.
No, she's not. Because if she meets a person that falls in love with her and that she falls in love with, and like you said, there's surrogacy.
I have a boyfriend.
There's IUI. There's IVF.
No,
you're not lower.
Okay, whoa. You can't say that to her because you're not a man.
She's
and
not
even
lower.
if you were a man, you'd be the minority.
My opinion.
Yeah, but facts don't care about feelings. Facts don't care about feelings. Facts don't care about even if you could have a baby through all those examples that she said, most men don't want to go through that.
And that's what makes me confused, because when a woman is pregnant, she's the least attractive. So I don't understand why men wouldn't just want to skip that stage when they complain about it so much. That is the dumbest comment you've
ever said on the show.
No, it isn't, because I'm
when a woman is
I'm repeating what men say.
No.
I'm repeating what other men say.
When a woman is pregnant, she's the most beautiful.
I want to encourage her.
That sounds politically correct, but other men say different.
Okay, but hold on. Let me
exactly.
Okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say is when a woman is pregnant, she's the most unappealing to most men.
And they voice that all the time. That's why it's just so confusing when men say.
But why are you worried about other men? I'm talking about your man.
Okay, my man is okay with me like being infertile. Well, he wants to attempt because I'm saying there's a likely chance.
Okay, look, even then you're saying he wants to attempt. So deep down inside, even though he's like, it's okay, baby, if we don't have a kid.
1,000%, because I understand that's in his biology. But if it doesn't happen that way, if it doesn't happen the natural way, then there's other alternatives.
Okay, but here's the thing. Your man has to suppress his need and want for you.
And that's because of sacrificial love. That's
sacrificial
the reason why.
love. Listen,
what I'm saying, I know you're saying that's
that
for
man.
Other men.
Your man, because I know you call him your man.
Your man.
Your man. when your man dies, he's gonna know I didn't reproduce. I left nothing on this world. I left nothing. And you loved your wife. Oh, cool.
But he can reproduce through IVF, IUI. And
Speaking to the mic, please.
But he can reproduce through IVF, through IUI, and through surrogacy.
What I'm saying,
his sperm, her eggs together.
Listen, but that's not the natural way. And
that's
even
not the natural way.
And even if that's the case, what I'm saying is most men don't want to deal with women that they have to do that with. Bro, I wouldn't date a girl that I have to do all that. It doesn't mean that woman is like nothing in the world. It just means for me personally, I wouldn't do that.
And to conclude that though, that's why we're saying she's lower on the dating market, because for guys, because we are the ones going out and purchasing the vehicle, or you're the product, right? So we go, we look on the shelf, and again, I'm not trying to devalue, but like, okay, these girls can have kids up here. These girls can't. Doesn't mean I'm gonna grab that one, but I'm gonna go for up here because this is the higher situation, and I don't have to deal with a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean she's not gonna find anybody. She has a boyfriend, clearly.
Okay.
But it's harder in general for women that have that condition. They're lower on the dating market.
Let me ask you a question.
It is what it is.
How tall are you?
5'2".
Into the mic, please.
5'2".
You're 5'2". Would you date a guy that's 5'3"?
No.
He's taller than you. Why wouldn't you date a guy that's 5'3"? He's taller than you.
He's too short.
Would you date a guy that's 5'4"?
No.
Would you date a guy that's 5'5"?
No.
Would you date a guy that's 5'6"?
No.
How tall does he have to be for you to date him?
5'10", you know.
5'10" and up. Okay. Now, she's judging a guy off his height, something he cannot control. And earlier, she said she wouldn't date me because I have a Toyota. Okay. Now, none of you women are acting any type of way about that. None of you. But if I sit here and say I wouldn't date a woman that can't have kids because in the dating market, she's trashed. Everybody, the sisterhood rose up and felt some type of way. Right.
Yeah, but she didn't say a man is trash if he
No,
has.
but I again,
just
what I'm
that-
saying is the sisterhood is when you guys just back each other up. It doesn't matter what
you
it
didn't
is.
even ask an opinion on that.
I didn't. It wasn't even a question. It wasn't even a question. What I'm saying is her preferences are okay to you guys. My preferences are not.
No, you can have preferences. It's just when you said that woman is trash, that's just
market.
what we
Okay,
did.
well, let me tell you
He
something.
said to me.
I said to me, and what I'm saying is most men feel that way. They just won't say it. I'm the only one that's gonna say what's on my mind. That's how most men. I'm telling you, there's some things that guys just aren't okay with, and they're not gonna tell you the way. But listen, I believe in honesty. I believe in honesty 100%. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be respected. Okay, so when I say to me in the dating market, a woman that can't bear my kids, she's trash to me.
So
I'm not offended. Sorry, yeah, go ahead. I'm not offended in knowing.
Well, but hold on. But you wouldn't date a guy that's 5'4",
So
5'5".
You and your girlfriend, what's her name?
Her name's Jules.
Jules. You and Jules are gonna get married or whatever. You end up being together after 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
I don't know. You try to have kids
Mhm.
over and over and over and over and over. Doesn't work. The same way that it happens to a lot of people.
Mhm.
You go
It
to the
doesn't just
doc-
happen like that, by the way. You don't just lose the ability to have kids.
Okay. Well, you find out, I don't know,
Mhm.
sometime later that she's incapable of having kids. Is she trash?
Well, that changes a little bit because I already have kids, right? That's
Is
number.
she, but
hold
is
on,
she
let me
trash
finish.
if
Let
she
me
can't
finish.
have kids?
Let me finish. Number one, I already have kids. Okay, so that kind of changes the dynamic right there. But even if she, let's say we were together for 3 years, and I find out she can't have, like, yeah, bro, there's gonna be a big problem there.
Is she trash? In the dating market, is she trash?
In the
She would
dating
have
market,
to
yeah,
be.
she would have to be.
Okay.
Yeah, like even if I broke up with her, like another guy's. Well, first of all, she's still kind of young, right? She's in her 20s. What I'm saying is, yes, compared to a woman that is in her 20s and maybe could have a kid, she's not the same, bro. She's considered trash. Guys aren't gonna tell you that though.
They don't want to hear that.
I just want to say in the panel that I'm not offended when he says that I am lower in the dating market because I know that and I'm aware of that. The same way that men who are short or men who have low income or low status, they're going to be lower in the dating market too.
Correct.
I just have to lower my standards the same way that a man who is not high value has to lower his standards as well. I'm an average woman dating an average man, but when I say average, I think that people get so offended by that when in reality the majority of the population are average. You have to have the lower class, you have to have the higher class, and majority of the population is average. But that doesn't mean that my boyfriend is ugly or he's poor or whatever. I think my boyfriend's attractive, he's fit, he's strong, and he makes good income that can provide for both of us. I'm happy with that.
Can you say man again?
Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you guys say like man. I don't say man.
Look,
Man. Cayman Islands.
Man.
Before
Cayman
we move on
Islands.
to this, I just want to say this real quick. The problem men have with the surrogacy and et cetera, it comes down to our subconscious mind knowing that even if the other girl has the kid, it's in her.
Yeah.
I want to protect my child, so now I have to make sure that other girl is good.
Yeah.
You understand? I have to provide for another woman now.
Well, imagine as a woman too, whose dream is to be a mom and she
Speaking of
can't.
my-
Whose dream is to be a mom and she can't, and now she has to see another woman carry her child, and
It's heartbreaking.
it's
for us.
it's hard too
That's
for
your fault.
women.
It's whoa. How? It's not my fault.
Guys, listen.
It's not my
If
fault
it's
that I'm infertile.
That's something you have to
Eric.
deal with. That's something you have to deal with. You can't sit here. Listen, man. I wasn't born 6'5".
Mhm.
So for the people that are 6'5", congratulations. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I wish I was born. And I understand it's a little bit of a difference there, but what I'm saying is just accept it, bro. If listen, there's other resources now you can use, but if you can't, just accept it. It is what it is.
But the thing is,
And it's
you can
acceptable,
you
but
can
it's
complain.
heartbreaking
You can
too.
complain that you're not 6'5", but the thing about men is that they have other abilities that can actually raise their value in the dating market. I can't, so I'm like devastated by it.
right.
So that's just the difference between men and women, because other than purity and beauty, when it comes to like fertility, I think that's like one of the top like
For
things
sure.
that men
Right.
value in a woman.
Yeah,
and,
for
and,
sure.
and it's not
For sure.
when it comes to women being infertile, it's not usually their fault. It's just like genetics that happen. That's just, I don't know.
Okay, ladies, let's
Yeah.
flip it for a second.
Go ahead.
If you're 23 and you're dating your guy and you know he's infertile and he cannot have kids, would y'all not say he's lower in the dating market?
Yes.
Yeah.
They would.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
but
Hold on,
that's
hold on. And all the other men in this room would be like, yo, that guy is trash.
Yeah.
In the dating market, he is
100%.
trash.
Yeah.
You can't have kids. You have no legacy, bro. You're weak.
Yeah, but
That's why we're
that-
seeing the
that
guys,
would
you're
be-
weak now.
That would be something you'd have to talk about beforehand. And if
Right.
that's something she can accept, then that's fine.
But
If
that's
she
fine,
can't-
and I understand. I'm just flipping it. I'm just saying that guy's
Right.
trash. In my eyes, that guy's weak.
But my argument is that you're saying that he's trash, but he actually has other
Yeah, but if
abilities
he-
to raise his standard in the dating market. What do women
That's
have?
not necessarily
That's
true,
not-
though.
Not if she wants
If-
to have
if-
kids.
if-
That's
if-
not
if-
necessarily
if-
true.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not
Hold on,
necessarily true.
everyone in
Yeah.
this panel, who doesn't want to have kids? Raise your hand.
I don't want any more kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you
Well,
have
already
kids
have
already.
kids.
Yeah.
Right.
No one else raised
Yeah.
their hand.
So by default, that guy is not the optimal guy for
He's
y'all.
trash.
He's
He's
lower.
weak.
Yeah. he-
But here's the thing, that there's a problem with what you're saying. You're saying that the guy can do something else to make his chances of having a good mate. I guess maybe having money. Is that
Being a
Money,
billionaire.
status, all
okay.
that.
Well, money and status kind of coincide, right? But
Right.
there's this show my girl watches. It's just sometimes on Netflix. It's called Selling Sunset or some
Mhm.
some,
Yeah,
some
I watched
bullshit.
that.
There's this little short dude who owns the whole entire
Yeah.
fucking company.
Yeah.
Like they're like little brothers,
Twins,
right?
yeah.
The dude is like smaller than her. This dude has money and status and fame. Girls don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're saying that, yes, maybe like he can do something if he's infertile, but I'm telling you, girls, there's some things guys just
Didn't he
can't
have
do.
sex with his
disagreeing.
employee? He
I'm
had
s-
sex with one of his
Yes,
employees.
and they'll get sex, but they won't get commitment.
Right.
Isn't that all you
Ain't
guys
that
want,
shit some
though?
shit?
Right.
Isn't that all you want? Is sex anyways?
No, that guy, I made a joke with my girl. I was like, yo, that dude will pay $50 million to be 6'5".
Mhm.
If that dude could pay 50, he would find a way because he has everything else, but his height fucks him over so bad. She wouldn't even date a guy that's 5'5". She's 5'2".
Yeah, but a lot when guys have money, even if they're fucking ugly, like there's a lot of rappers that are hideous. These women will still flock.
Because of their status.
It's
Status.
because of
Money.
their status and their money. Like
Yeah,
you
but
guys will have access
there's
to-
something about status that's good, right? You could be a tall, ugly dude with status, but if you're a short dude with status, it doesn't
Kevin
hit the
Hart.
same.
It doesn't.
Kevin,
I
bro,
think it
He
does.
cheated on his wife.
Kevin Hart is married to a really beautiful woman. I think they're still married, right?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think, and I know for a fact that if he wasn't who he was, they wouldn't be married.
Well,
sure.
yeah, I
They
agree.
they wouldn't be married.
I agree.
But that's
I don't want to be with anybody that I know is just marrying me because of my status and money. That's a horrible. And if I was a celebrity, I'd have a problem with that. I don't understand why celebrities do that. But okay, what's up?
So if you were short and you're a celebrity and a hot woman is coming at you, would you feel a way about it because you know the reason why she's approaching you?
I think I would do what he did, which is what I would take the best, that I can
Mhm.
take. But there would be a part of me, no matter what, I know that there would be a part of me that would say she's with me because of this.
Correct.
It doesn't matter what I lie to myself. We have beautiful kids, whatever. We have a beautiful family. That's what you tell yourself.
But don't you, as high value men, already experience that? Because if you know that if one day tomorrow you wake up and you're broke, you know that your woman's not going to be with you anymore. So don't you feel that way now?
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Men live every single day knowing that you guys only love us based off the fact that we provide something.
For sure.
We know this. Like we're not delusional. I don't wake up every day and pretend that if I don't have $1 to my name, Jules isn't going to be worried about leaving me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live like that. Now, women wake up every day. They're just living in delusional on that. Delulu land, okay? And that's just the way you guys live. Men don't. This is why I said men don't mind working. Earlier, you said nobody wants to work. I said yes, men love working.
I said that on accident. My mistake.
Okay.
But
I'm sorry. Real quick, let's get to the super chat. Shout out to Els, man. Even 99% of the male population don't want to date her. There's still 45,000 men who could also say hi. I wish I could debate. Oh, shout out to you, man. He's saying he wished he could debate with us. Much love to you, brother.
Yeah.
Or if you're a girl.
There's
I'm
a-
sorry.
Hey, Els, real quick too, the threshold, guys, is $9.99 or higher. Els was wondering why we didn't read a super chat, but we'll honor it
Yes.
anyway, man.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
Appreciate
honor
it.
it.
pretty
Guys,
sure that's a girl. on
Yes.
this Twitch
Okay.
stream.
If it's a girl, okay. Oh shit. Okay. Shout out to you, Els. Much love, man. We actually
Thanks,
know who you are.
Els.
Guys, listen. If you guys want to super chat, man, ask the ladies questions. If you want to touch on any topics, we actually allow you guys to do that. So go ahead and super chat. You had something else you wanted to add?
No, there is this quote that said even if 99% of the world population doesn't want you, there's still 7 million people in the world that does. That's why I don't care about me being decreased in the dating market, because I know I'm going to find a right guy with 1 in 7 million.
Okay, that's fair. For you, my advice would be lower your standards. Okay. Now, the thing is, she can kind of hold those unrealistic standards because she's pretty, pretty privileged, right? If you were ugly, you wouldn't be able to hold those same standards. Does that make sense? I mean, look at you. You have a toy puppy. Pretty privileged. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Okay, ladies, how do you know if a guy's taking you seriously? How do you know if a guy's taking you seriously?
How much time he makes for you.
How much time he makes for you? That's a good point. Okay, what about you?
How much time he puts, like how much time he gives to you.
Ladies, don't piggyback off each other.
No, I was gonna say something else as well, but you know, he takes you out on dates. What else?
You're lucky you're cute. All right, let's go to the next girl.
Yo, pretty privileged, right? Pretty privileged. Okay, what about you? How do you know a guy's really into you?
He stops what he's doing to, I guess, want to see you. He'll do things out of the blue just to spoil you, or like to make you happy and to want to see you smile. He'll do anything basically possible just to make you happy. That's it. That's how you know a guy is really for you, because most guys, they don't really take their time and invest it into the girl. They just like, okay, yeah, they'll work, they'll pay here and then for a meal, but like they don't really invest time into them. You know what I mean?
Okay, I feel like you said a lot of nothing there, but okay, what about you?
I would say effort. Like if a guy is showing you consistency, and like let's say like for me personally, okay, like if I was running out of like my protein from my protein shakes, and then before it empties out, he actually gets another bag for me, I'm gonna love that.
Okay.
So effort like that, or like even if he takes the time to hang out with my dad likes to shoot. I mean, am I even allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can. You can say
my dad's allowed to shoot
We're
guns
already
if he wants.
demonetized.
Sorry. and if he wants to like hang out with my dad and do that, like spend time with me and my family, you know, just effort, consistency.
Okay, what about you? He's got to buy you a Birkin, right?
Another dog.
Another dog.
No, I bought my own dog, by the way.
Okay.
Good pick.
Thanks. No, I think you know when someone really likes you when they understand you. I think a lot of us come with like baggage or like mental health problems, like myself, anxiety, depression. I think when someone like takes the time to like learn you and understand you, I think they're pretty serious about you.
Ooh, I wouldn't go into a relationship like that.
Like what?
Why? Why not? Why not?
Ooh, if you have baggage like that, or if you're depressed or you have anger issues, I would get that fixed before you even start the relationship. That's gonna your relationship's gonna fall apart. Because he's gonna feel like he has to take care of you more than he has to take care of himself.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for saying
You really
that.
have great points,
She
and then
does.
you'll say
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure,
one
yeah,
little
just,
thing,
yeah.
Yeah, she's
We're not gonna grant everything. That's what you said in the
No,
beginning.
I love that. Yeah,
It's for
I'm
conversation.
looking for
I like
what-
that.
same thing with you. Yeah, same thing with
That's
you.
why I can respect you.
There-
Like,
there's like a little baby amount of like delusion in there. You know what I mean? Just a little
We're
bit.
women. Well, you just said it. We all emotional. We're all delusional. Sometimes that's just facts.
Okay, I appreciate that because that's how most men
I
feel.
mean, it's true.
Most men feel like I don't want a girl that I have to fix.
Correct.
Why do I have to fix you? And this is why, ladies, most men don't want women that are dating a lot of people or having sex with a lot of people, because I know if you have 10 bodies or more, even less than that, to be honest, I'm saying 10 to be generous. I know I have to deal with a lot of trauma. Those guys did a lot of fucking fucked up things to you. And even if they didn't do anything physically, maybe they just mentally fucked you over, or they fucked you the first night and never wrote you back. Like there's a lot of trauma I have to. Now you're going to be worried I'm going to do the same thing. Right now you're going to treat me some type of way when you could have just given me your all.
Yeah. And I'll say this, ladies, y'all take sex so seriously. Like there are women that can fuck whatever, but that's the that's the minority. Most of y'all, when y'all get into a physical relationship with a guy, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. And so when you fuck all these different dudes, you're in all these different relationships, it piles on top and piles on
That
top.
honestly
And
lessens our value.
yeah, and a lot of times the next guy just has to keep paying for it.
Okay.
So if you
Yes.
fuck 10 dudes, let's just say you were in 10 relationships, which is already a red flag, but like, damn, that's 10 things that didn't work out. Now you're just building up, you're putting more bars in your fucking cage and no one can get in.
100%. What about you? What does a guy have to do to show you that he's taking you seriously?
Well, I just said that. Like understanding me.
Okay, I got you.
Getting
Let me ask you a question. if a guy that like your perfect guy.
Maybe I said baggage wrong. I mean, like clinically, I'm depressed. It's
No,
just,
you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
It's chemical.
No.
No.
Clinically, a person is born depressed. They lack serotonin in their brain. So that is a clinically depressed person. So when I say baggage, that's not what I mean. What I mean is sometimes I'll be sad, sometimes I'll be happy, sometimes whatever. I
No.
think someone who gets to know you and understand you,
Who told you were depressed?
a psychiatrist.
They're
Okay.
trying to make money off that.
Do you take medication for that?
I do.
Don't do it. Stop it. That's what's making you more depressed is the medication.
I'm telling you, this is the one thing I will argue with you guys on. Depression is a mindset.
That's fast.
Okay? It's just a mindset.
Yeah.
Think about it. Depression didn't become a fucking mental illness until like a few years ago.
Yeah, don't take those pills, please.
Okay? Like, the government has the ability to end so much shit. The common code could be ended. It could have been ended so long ago, but they make so much money off that shit. Why would they ever stop it? Right? The common code is so fucking good. Everything, bro. Think about it. Like, bro, there's like 15 waves of coronavirus now.
They make up a new one.
I wouldn't be
every
surprised if
fucking
they try to
month.
lock us down again.
It's crazy. Okay, cool. What about you? What is it? How do you know a guy's taking you seriously?
Hold on, Eric. You were gonna ask her about her perfect
Oh,
guy.
yes, yes.
If her
Your,
perfect guy is
your
something.
perfect guy. He's 6 foot, 6'1". Okay, and he's perfect. He's built the way you want him to be. He's everything, but he only makes $30K a year. Would you date him?
No.
He's the perfect guy. He takes care of you the way you
He
just
can't
said. You
provide for me the way that I can provide for myself. So no.
All right, let me ask you another one. If he makes $600K a year or $800K a year, he's rich, but he tells you got to get rid of your cute ass dog and throw him out.
I'll tell him to fuck off.
See,
I told you.
See?
I told you.
so he can't be poor. He's poor, but he makes $30K. You can keep your dog, everything. He's your perfect guy. Besides the money, you still don't want him. And then if he's completely rich and he just says you gotta get rid of your dog,
Fuck off.
Well, how is he?
Here's the thing. I know what you were gonna say, but here's the thing. Realistically, there's no perfect guy. We know this, right? The problem is women want men that don't exist. Like, there's no guy out there that has everything you want, and it's gonna like. There's no perfect guy out there.
You could argue that for women as well, though.
100%. But men, we're used to settling.
Correct.
Listen, men want virgins. There's no virgins out here. So by default, we're already settling, right? We have girls come on. You know what's funny? We always ask, like, does body count matter, right? And girls will always be like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. But then they'll sit here and be like, I'm like, yo, okay, so what's your body count? Oh, it's private. Oh, that's private. That's none of your business. But you just said it didn't matter. And then, some girls will be like, oh, I just don't feel comfortable answering that. And I'm like, well, you know what's funny? We've never had a virgin come on here and tell us that her body count was private. Or tell us that she was ashamed to be a virgin. We don't have those. So we're already settling. Men settle every single day. It's crazy, man. Society just tells women that you guys are settling and you guys are oppressed. And, women empowerment. Go fuck whoever you want. Women empowerment. It's crazy. It's backwards. What about you?
Oh, in regards to the question, right?
Yes.
You're not gonna like my answer, but complete loyalty to me sexually, financially, because that's sacrificial.
you keep saying that shit. She keeps saying this
It
thing where
is
it's like,
I think she's trying to convince her man to be this way.
No, I'm not.
She comes over here and she's every single day, yo, I want my man to be this way. This, it's like you're like schooling your man.
Basically,
I'm not.
hold on. Basically, guys, what she keeps saying is, if a man is with me and he shouldn't cheat and he's sacrificing his biology, he should sacrifice that because I'm sacrificing my ability of being a hypergamous woman and wanting the best man.
You know what?
And
Let's
that's
ask the ladies.
bullshit.
Isn't that not logical,
ladies,
though?
does that make sense to you guys, real quick? Does that make sense? She's saying she's sacrificing the ability to be hypergamous because when she meets a guy, what she's saying is, I met this guy, I'm gonna stay with him no matter where he's at in life, right? His finances, etc. Correct? Now she could be hypergamous, which would be the smart thing to do, and get a guy that she really wants to be with. But she's saying, I'm gonna sacrifice my ability to be hypergamous. I'm gonna stay with this guy. I'm gonna be loyal
to the average guy.
To the average guy. Now, in return, she's saying, I want you to provide for me, right? Protect me, provision. But I also want you to sacrifice your ability to not want to have sex with anybody else, right? But what I'm saying is, when you're dealing with a guy like me, I'm already gonna protect and provide for you. You don't have to ask that for me, anyways. I'm gonna provision. But the fact that you want me to give away something that I was gonna do anyways, it's unfair. Like you're not sacrificing anything, right? So like, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you married Jeff Bezos. You can't go more hypergamous than that unless you're talking about Elon Musk. So at that point, like, what do you mean? How are you sacrificing your ability to be hypergamous? There's no more hypergamy.
I mean,
you already got the best.
No, I'll give an example. Like when I went to school here and I'm at Wynwood and there's men with more
Answer
money.
my question.
Sorry.
If you already got the best, what are you sacrificing?
Nothing.
Okay, cool. But your man is sacrificing something big. Women, that's not the same.
I get the example that you're giving, but you're giving the minority of the example, and people who are like at that highest value, like majority of the time, their relationships are emotionally detached.
But it's only because of society.
Yeah, and it's
like a woman like you thinks you can land Drake, but realistically you can't. Oh, the average woman thinks she can land Drake, right? But realistically, you can't, right? So you sit here, and you're like, oh, I could be hypergamous. No, you can't. You can't be hypergamous. But you're asking a guy to sacrifice something major because you're sacrificing hypothetically something that you weren't going to be able to do anyways.
Right, because he has to pick you. You're making it seem like I could leave my man for a better guy that's going to be, yeah, but he has to want to marry you. So you don't really know that. You're saying it as if you can do it at a snap of your fingers. Whereas with him, if he goes out and sleep with another girl or tries to go out and sleep with the girls, that's different. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, it's just within our biology to naturally not like men who want to fuck other people.
No.
And listen, I know because for you guys it's just a fuck and is emotionally detached. And in a sense, women in the back of their head knows that as well. But we also have in the front of our mind that you're not checking to see if she doesn't have any STDs.
That's facts.
You're not paying for her plan B afterwards.
Facts.
You're not checking to see if she doesn't have birth control.
Facts.
And so there's reasons behind our emotional baggage behind why you cheat. And men like to say like, oh, women are just emotional. They don't understand. We do understand, but there's reasons behind it. And there's so many things that you have to sacrifice in order for you to just get a nut. And I don't like.
And there's no discipline. I mean, men can be disciplined to like work and provide and get all these things, but you can't discipline yourself to restrain yourself from other women while you're with.
Here's the
thing.
I just think men are extremely illogical when their other head is turned on. I think they're extremely illogical because they like to throw a lot of things out of the window in order to just get a nut. There's a lot of there's a lot of broken homes that happen because of a man's affair. Majority of the divorces happen because of a man's affair. There's kids who like see their man in it and see their father in a disrespectful way because
that's cool. That's cool. But I'm saying it's the same thing I told you the other day. Just because a guy cheats does not mean he loves you, and doesn't love you, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that y'all should be okay with guys cheating. We never tell guys on the podcast, go cheat on your woman, fuck that bitch. We're just saying if a guy does cheat on you, you guys take it to heart, and we're trying to explain to you that guys do it because it's in their nature. Yes, it is.
Ladies, it is. Okay.
It's our nature to want other women.
If you don't want to sit here and believe us, just look at the fucking wild. Look at Mother Nature, which is what you guys love. You guys love Look at Mother Nature. Here's another thing, right? When a guy cheats, right? He's not cheating to replace.
Yeah.
He's not cheating to replace. You guys think he's cheating to replace. He's not. Maybe he just wants a fucking thrill, right? Maybe he just wants a little excitement. That's something. Listen, and women could. Well, I could provide that for you. No, you can't. And men love novelty, and you can't be novel. I've already had you.
And I know you guys. I like to talk about the wild too in terms of the women because women are always in competition with each other. So if we have a high value man and you're going off and cheating on us, we're automatically going to be in competition with that person. There's lionists that will fight other lionists if they see them trying to attract their man. It happens in the wild, and it happens
That's
to
minority
humans as well.
Though. That's a minority, bro.
What's the minority? The animals?
The lion. He'll fuck everybody in the pride.
I know, and I'm just saying biologically, even the lioness like will be upset about it. It's just within our biology to be upset about it.
That's fine. And you know
reasons.
what she also does? She stays. She don't fucking leave. Y'all keep leaving relationships.
But then you're the same.
Sit your ass down.
No, but listen, but you're the same person.
But that's true though. Why do?
Where does she?
Because
you no. Because listen,
no. He proved the point though.
Yeah, no, he did prove the point.
Why do they stay? They understand that this guy, the fucking lion, the alpha lion, right? They understand he's gonna provide, he's gonna protect. Right, he's gonna die for his family. They know that. They know that.
Yeah.
Same thing with us. Listen, men. There's a reason why women initiate divorce and men don't. Bro, if we could go through every marriage and ask a guy, do you have a reason to divorce your wife? They'll say yes, but they won't do it. They won't do it. There's a saying: it's cheaper to keep her, but it's not just because of that. It's because when men genuinely fall in love with a woman, all the chicks come on here. I love hard. I love hard. You love hard while it's nice. You love hard while he has money. You love hard while he's up.
But then,
Okay.
but then men are the same people that call women yum heads when they stay in relationships where their man are cheating because you saw the signs earlier. So why didn't you leave? It's just so contradicting. How are we supposed to live?
No, I'm not. And again, he said we don't advocate that.
Okay.
But if it happens, right? Like if it happens, like let's say hypothetically speaking, you ladies were married. Okay. You have 2 kids. You've been together for 7 years. This guy cheated on you. Of course you're going to get hurt, and that's fine. We get it. But why would you tear up your whole entire family because he cheated? Now you're a single mother. Now you're divorced. Now you're going into the dating market, hoping to find a good guy. You already had a good guy.
Is this a one-time cheat, or is this like a fling
even if it's
thing?
more than once? What I'm saying is this, right? I watched the reel on Instagram, and there was this mother. She was explaining to her daughter. Her daughter was like, "Why didn't you leave Dad? He was cheating on you all this time. Why didn't you leave him?" And she said, "I stayed with him for all the things he did right, and I didn't let him go because of the one thing he did wrong."
And that's a beautiful quote. But
why not? But that's logic.
No, but
that's logic.
But you guys are talking
because
you guys are talking about.
Sorry,
you guys are talking about the instances of marriage. I'm talking about instances of relationships. If we're in a relationship, why are you going out and fucking?
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
It's the woman's fault.
Why is it the woman's fault? Because why are you fucking if you're not married? Oh, but I want to have sex. I want to know. Yo, the stupidest thing a woman came on here and said is, I said you should make a guy wait a year. Why? What if I wait a year and the dick's bad? But that's the stupidest thing you could have said. You retained your value. You didn't lose anything. Well, if you're having sex with guys outside of marriage and they're cheating on you, you deserve it. You fucking deserve it. If my daughter was getting cheated on, she'd deserve it. You deserve it.
My mentality is if I'm married to the guy and he cheated on me, I'm not going to leave him instantly. I think it's stupid for a woman to leave a man instantly. You have to go to therapy, like what it says in the vows, when you're through thickness and through health, through sickness and through health, through bad and the good. You have to work it out. However, if he is constantly doing it with no remorse, that is causing more effect on the children than it is. When
we need when you ladies come on the podcast though to pay attention to what we're saying. We don't know y'all. We just met y'all. None of us are in your DMs. We're telling you, most men, we want other women. That's just what it is.
Yes.
And hold on. I had a ex-girlfriend. She's from Italy. She used to tell me, "Oh, they're every year in Italy and Sicily, they go on this, all the guys in the fucking town go on this yacht ride. And we know there's whores on the thing." But she was like, "But we know guys are gonna be guys." There's a certain sense where you gotta go, he's gonna be a guy, whatever, he cheats once or whatever. Like, don't go looking for it's not like, I'm not saying it's not a big deal and you shouldn't be angry, but in other cultures, women just know, like, they're just gonna be dudes. Like it's
STDs
not.
don't exist. Unplanned pregnancies don't exist. But you act like that's like a figment of our imagination. It's so rare.
Okay, so can he cheat on?
Can
he cheat on you if he 100% wears a condom? See, what happens is y'all move the goalposts. We'll say, all right, I'll get tested every this, and then y'all no. So let me ask you, since you're talking about STDs, he's gonna always wear a condom. He'll get tested once every 2 weeks. Would you let your man cheat?
No.
See, there's no compromise.
What is the point of being in a relationship
but
with
he
me
just
then?
solved all your issues. All your concerns were just solved, and you still said no.
He could tell me that in the beginning. Hey, there's gonna be times where I'm gonna want to go be with other women.
Bro, there's no way that you can't make a woman happy. Period.
Y'all just don't want us to cheat, and y'all don't care what we do.
What's wrong with
Are we
not wanting?
Are we in an open relationship?
No, men don't want women to be open.
Oh,
on
we
their
just-
end. Men are open.
Is that
Men
it?
should be open all the time. Just not.
Are we in an open relationship?
No, it's not open on your end. That's how
Yeah,
we want
not
it.
on your
We're
end.
in an
for sure.
open, closed relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys act like that's like the best way to live is always just going out whenever you want, cheating on your girl, and then she's supposed to just stay at home.
So you guys could fuck, but the women
You just said that that's ingrained in men that you guys are. That's just what you do.
It's what we want to do. It's what we
Correct.
want to do, but not every guy.
And
what we want to
we're
do.
advocating for men not to do that.
Yes.
Because we know our women is going to be emotionally hurt. But we're saying if your guy to the women now, if your guy does go and do that, and he's providing everything else, come on, you can't leave him for that.
You shouldn't.
It doesn't make sense.
Hold on, let me get to the super chat real quick. Shout out to Els, man. Els, we appreciate you so much. She says, my boyfriend provides for me more than I provide for myself. Even if I make more money than him, if your boyfriend is making 30K a year and he's just not giving you what you want, you just choose the wrong guy. Simple. Shout out to Els. Do you ladies agree with her?
I do agree with her.
Okay. That's a really good fucking point, right? So like maybe if your guy's making 30K, you chose the wrong guy to be with. You chose because listen, you ladies know what the fuck your man's making. If your man pulls up in a fucking Lambo, you have an idea how much money he's making. If he pulls up in a Toyota Camry like me, she's not looking my way. Okay, you have an idea. Okay, and so you choose, just like I said earlier, right? When you have the power to have sex, listen. Men choose relationships. I give us that. That's our power. But you have to give us sex too, right? You have to give us that in order for us to actually want to be with you. And even if you don't, we have to chase it. You still have what we want at the end of the day, right? You still have what we want. Like, it's funny because women come on here and they're like, I don't want to make a guy wait 6 months to a year. Why would I do that? And I'm like, when a guy waits, give it up the first night. He doesn't give a fuck about you. And granted, there are 1 or 2 relationships out there. We fucked the first night. We're happily ever after. But most men don't give a fuck about that. Because especially the younger ones, they're not ready to slow down. They're ready to keep going and going and going. So it really all comes down to the women at the end of the day. I understand you guys don't like me saying that, but
No, it's true. We're the
it comes down to the
gatekeepers of
women.
sex.
Okay.
I have my ex wait 4 months.
Why do you always want to argue with me? I just want to know.
Because I listen, I'm somebody like, if you make a great point, you can change my mind and my opinions, but you just haven't yet. So
Okay.
I'm still standing on my opinions.
So go ahead and rebut.
Okay. It's just also a competition purpose as well, because it's also respect. When men argue that women shouldn't cheat because it's so disrespectful to the men, it's the same as women as well. And the reason being is because we're always in competition with other women. It's even shown in animals as well. That's just my point. If you want respect from me, I like you need to give me respect.
Ladies, in society, you're being told that you're equal to men. Let me help you guys out real quick. You're not.
Yeah, we know.
You're not. Society wants to tell you are, but you're not. And you'll never be, unless, for some reason, men end up dying off slowly, you know what I mean? Like some Walking Dead shit. And you guys slowly start to take over. And even then, I don't think you guys would make it.
You wouldn't survive long.
But what I'm saying is you will never be equal to us. God damn, I really like you. You're really cool sometimes.
Wow. Sometimes, yeah.
You're really cool sometimes. Okay, cool. Anybody else want to add anything to that? You had something you wanted to say over there?
No, I just wanted to add to the conversation as to how I know a man likes me. So for me, like before I met my boyfriend, like most of the guys I was on, like doing the online dating thing for like 2 years. It was terrible. But for me, I know when a man likes me when he wants to get to know me and wants something more deep than just sex. Because for me, I feel like, I'm curvy. So the first thing that men like, I have a million people in my DMs like, oh, let's go like fuck or whatever, So for me, that's when I know that somebody like, they want to know me personally. They, they get to know what my favorite things are. And communication for me is super important. So like if I'm with somebody that doesn't show that, like automatically, like I just was cutting them off.
Okay. Let me ask you ladies something real quick. Do you think there's men out there that will marry a woman and sleep with her for the rest of his life without cheating? Yes or no?
No.
So you
If
all
you're, like,
know
Christian,
this. And
I didn't say anything.
I agree. For me, like if I was married to someone and he cheats, I'm not gonna just end my relationship because of that. I feel like
okay, so why'd you end it then? Because of money?
Because he was taking my money and he was spending it.
Okay, but besides that, if he had been taking care of his responsibilities, you would have been okay with it.
I probably would still be with him.
Ladies, there used to be a point in society where women would this happened to my mom. Lady calls the house, I'm fucking your husband, blah 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 blah. And you know what my mom said?
Bye.
No. She said, you the hoe.
Yeah.
I'm the wife.
Yeah.
I'm in first place.
Yeah.
You're in second place. And while she was upset, women understood, like, bitch, you're just a
Right.
nuts. You're just a nut
100%.
stain.
You're
Like
side
no
chick.
one cares about you.
And you're
But
saying
for
that
whatever reason, women get mad. And again, I get why you guys get upset about it. But like, if you, again, we're not advocating cheating, but if you found he was cheating on you, she is beneath you. The only way I would say you're really getting cheated on is if somehow you found out like he was maybe fucking her more than you, giving her more money than you. Like it would have to be more than just a fuck. It would have to be he's like
Correct. Providing.
Yeah,
When,
like
the guy starts
providing,
providing, that's
Right.
when it's cheating.
that's when we're
Right.
cheating
He's
on you.
emotionally stepping out.
Not just
God.
fucking. If he just fucks, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me
There
ask.
should, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
There should also be a morality standard though too, because if a man is stepping out to go cheat, knowing that it's going to hurt his woman, and yet he still makes that decision to do it, that is a
Yes.
very selfish act.
No, I
Yeah.
you keep doing that, but
No.
I get that. But what I'm saying
She's
is
beating that horse,
yeah,
bro.
but what I'm saying is, as a man, I'm telling you, you feel your way. I'm telling you how we feel. We would be
Reality.
cheating on you if we were fucking that bitch way more than you, giving her more money than you, like there's time, everything. That's when we go, all right, fuck.
Mickey, you know why
I might be stepping out.
You know why the average guy is going to step out and then, like, not tell you? Because he knows if he comes to you, you can't handle the truth. You won't accept it.
Yeah.
100%. Y'all can't handle the truth.
You guys cannot handle the truth at all. I mean, I've been telling you the truth. You don't like it the whole entire show.
I'm not saying that I don't like it. It's more so I understand it. But you guys have the inhibitions to actually keep it inside. You just choose not to. You exercise the right to not to do it.
I have a girlfriend.
So,
and if you put a baddie in front of me, you think I'm not going to be turned on?
You can think about it.
If she could be naked and a baddie's in front of me, you think I'm not going to be turned on?
You guys are men always talk about how they're so disciplined in their actions, but they're only selective on what they're disciplined in. What do you mean you're not disciplined? You guys are ambitious and you go out, you're disciplined to do this, but when it comes to sex, is all of a sudden ambition goes out the door.
They're like, who's like the most attractive guy to you?
Most attractive guy?
Yeah, like your dream, your dream everything.
Chris Brown.
I don't know.
Ew, no, he's not crap.
Nah, she probably likes The Rock or somebody.
Besides your man.
You look good.
Besides your man. Like, do you have someone? I'm
But
asking
is it really
you that.
The Rock?
No.
I'm asking you that because I recently was talking with someone about this. The same way that men will see a baddie or a bad bitch and be like, damn, like she's fine. We do the same shit.
I say that shit all the time.
A guy walks by, I'm like, damn.
I say that.
He's cute as hell.
I say that all the time
you know?
too. Except when a woman's really in love. When a woman is really in love, that shit doesn't happen. So
she
if
can
you
still think that guy's attractive.
Yes, there's a level of course.
Right.
It's like I'm
not saying she's
no
gonna go and,
homo shit, but like
hey,
even
touch him or
guys can
fuck
understand
him.
when there's a guy that's like a competition to him, right?
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, if the girl's really infatuated with you, she's not thinking like that at all. Now, here's another thing to your point, right? I don't want to beat this horse again, but here's the thing, right?
Sorry, yeah.
When men are cheating on their wives, you're saying, oh, you guys aren't disciplined, you guys aren't this. What I'm saying is, men are actually very disciplined when they're married because we understand that if we cheat on our wives, there's potential to get into a divorce. So we're very selective with who we cheat. I've never been married, but if I was, I wouldn't cheat with just anybody. I would say, yo, that girl that, she's at my job, she's kind of special. If I wasn't with my wife, I'd probably hit her up, right? Now, when we're single, it's a different thing. It's free for all. Everybody is like Super Smash Brothers. Everybody can get it. Okay.
I think I worded it wrong then because the point that I was trying to make wasn't that I was trying to beat the horse. The point that I was trying to make is that when men argue that it's in their biology, they act like it's like a tick and it just happens to them and it just happens. And hold on. But there's so many steps to cheating. You have to actively see the girl. You have to actually text the girl. You have to actually keep in contact with the girl for a period of time in order to actually get that body. You have to chase.
Cool.
So it's a chase that.
Okay. Yep. Let me ask you a question. So can I just go to the strip club and just fuck a stripper every once in a while?
Ew.
I'm just saying.
Have standards. If you're gonna cheat,
we
don't.
can't win. We can't win.
Mickey.
Every time you ladies say something and we come with a rebuttal to so that we again, I'm not advocating for cheating, but to the battle against what you're saying, so he can fuck her. Peaches in the fucking strip club with the big booty, gets her once a month and comes back home. You still find something.
Okay, let me tell you the only standards that I'll accept if you cheat is if she's not dirty. That's why I gave that face to the strip club, and she's uglier than me, and she has less value than me. That's the only time I'll accept it.
All right.
Mickey, let me just ask you this
a downgrade.
Just one last question for you. What's a guy's biggest biological nature?
Biological nature, spreading his seed.
To spread his seed.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So, Mickey, wouldn't that be the hardest for a guy to suppress?
Yes, but it's also
and
the
to
hard.
be disciplined.
And
Isn't that the hardest?
I'm acknowledging that. I think I'm like one of the first women on the podcast to acknowledge
but Mickey, that's also for women. What's your biggest biological nature? To find the best mate, right?
Yes.
That's why women are hypergamous. Y'all don't want to date the good guys that are out there.
Correct.
You don't want to date the blue collar guys. It's so hard. Why can't y'all be disciplined and go with the average guy?
That's a good point. That's a good fucking point.
I am though.
We do.
But the average woman is
the
not.
average woman.
The average
I'm
woman
an
is
average
not.
woman. I go for guys that are literally
That's
on my level.
fine,
or
but you're
higher.
not. You're not the general majority. Majority of women are going after the top 20% of guys.
Maybe if you're in Miami or LA, sure, I would agree with you 100%.
No, everywhere.
But
I don't agree with that.
No.
Yo,
Yes.
No, there are women literally like, let's say like Texas or something, or like small town cities, whatever. They don't look for guys that are like millionaires. We don't do that.
Listen. When you guys are in middle school or when you're in high school, the jocks get all the bad bitches.
100%.
When we go to college, your HBCU or whatever college you go to, there's the Qs and the alphas and there's these guys. These guys are fucking most of the women. So I don't care if you're in Nebraska, Vermont, it doesn't matter. Women, I don't care if you're in a small town in fucking Wisconsin. The guys that are at the top, the lawyers, the cops, whatever it is, the police chiefs, they are getting all the pussy. They have their pick of the litter. It doesn't matter where you are. So I don't believe just because we're in Miami, and yes, it is hyper inflated because we live with a bunch of drug dealers, scammers, and people that just are flashy. But trust me, ladies, if you go to any other city, Cleveland, I don't care where it is, the top guys get all the girls, and the girls want those top guys. And that's facts.
I agree.
All right, real quick, we got a super chat coming in from Chris. He says, girl in the corner next to the black queen. Let me get that number, Natalie. First time watching the pod. 4 Qs for the ladies. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks. Make sure you subscribe, man. Like the guys, like the video too, man. It helps us out with the algorithm.
48% of y'all aren't members. I need y'all to become members.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. He says, question for the ladies: do y'all think it's okay to have a celebrity crush when in a relationship? Yes or no?
Definitely.
Yeah, what's wrong?
For sure. We all have one.
Whoa.
Mine is Drake.
Whoa. Yo, where is my red
flag?
flag?
It's done.
I need my fucking red flags.
What is wrong with that?
Hold
You're not doing anything.
Whoa. Hold
You're
on.
not talking about
okay,
that
we're gonna go
celebrity
around the
crush
table real quick.
sorry.
Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yeah.
It is?
Mhm.
So who's your celebrity crush?
I don't have one.
Well, you said you.
I said it's okay. My man has a big celebrity
Yo,
crush.
it's The Rock.
It has to be The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock is just so sexy.
It has to be The Rock.
I think it's okay to have a celebrity.
Whoa!
I'm joking. But I think it's okay to
You
have
want to be single so bad.
God,
Definitely.
With
I
the stuff
told
you
you,
be saying-
yo.
You
She be giving me some red flags, bro.
With the stuff
Your
you be
men don't
saying.
look at this shit.
But what I was saying is that I think having a celebrity crush is not bad because it's just unrealistic to attain that person. So, and humans are visual creatures, so it's okay to look.
So why can't I watch porn and just watch this girl that I'm never unrealistically gonna get?
You
not
can.
a
Nobody.
celebrity.
Who-
Why-
the
Women-
husband-
women-
I was-
women- you can't.
Who said you
women
can?
do have a problem. Like if I wanted Mia Khalifa, my girl's not gonna let me watch her. That's unrealistic. I probably
Yeah,
never. Well, we are from the same area, but still, like
Why
I
would you
probably.
watch porn when you're with her anyways?
Well,
I
guys
don't
do,
know.
guys
Porn
do that.
ru-
A lot.
yeah,
Guys,
but a lot of porn
you know
does
what?
ruin
You know, watching
relationships.
porn is the step right before cheating for men and marriages.
Yeah, it
I'm just gonna let you guys know
Some
that.
people say it's virtual cheating, but I don't know. That's just up for debate.
Okay, so real quick, what about you? What do you think about that? Celebrity crush? Yes or no?
If I'm in a relationship.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Central C.
Who the hell is that?
that?
How
the
can I be
London boy.
homophobic? My chick is gay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's he's British.
Yeah. He's from London.
Oh, okay, cool. He's pretty cool.
I think
Yeah.
Birmingham,
Okay. I've never seen him though. What about you?
I would say yes, and The Rock. And it's not like I'd be like posting. I mean, I think he's sexy. He look good.
The Rock?
He
She's
look
the one that
good.
likes
Really?
The Rock?
Yeah, he look good.
But The Rock is like 65 now.
he still look good.
He is
See,
fine.
age don't matter for women.
He's keeping up
told
with
you.
himself.
Age does not matter for women.
Looks
right?
does though.
Told you.
Looks does.
Okay.
For genetic coding.
Okay. What about you?
Raúl Alejandro.
Oh,
Hey.
See how she rolled the R? Alejandro.
Nati fucks with the feminine nigga.
Yeah, she does.
Yo, he be painting his nails and shit, yo.
Wow.
Yeah, he be doing some.
Okay. What about you?
It's fine, but I don't have one. Like
You
it's
don't
fine
have
for
one?
him to have one.
Are you
but
single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, I thought you were saying that just because you're in a
No.
relationship. Okay. All right. What about you?
Yeah, but I don't have one either.
Okay.
Bad Bunny.
Ladies,
I
hold
have
on.
2.
Ladies, from a male's perspective, let me tell you something. My girl better never tell me she has a celebrity crush.
why?
My girl better never tell me she has a.
Then-
Why? That nigga ain't paying for your bills.
Oh, God.
Go hit him up, bro. Hell no.
I don't think
I
that's
wish
true.
it was someone-
Hell
it's just
no.
someone you find
Huge red
attractive,
flag.
though.
Hell no, bro. I'm
So hold
telling
on.
you.
So why don't you
most
find the
men-
average guy attractive? Why aren't you telling me you have a crush on the average guy?
I date the
I
average
do.
man.
We all
So
think
you would tell me if I was dating you, you have a crush on that guy?
Oh no,
why
I'm
would I
not
say
saying
that?
if I was
Oh,
dating
so
you.
okay.
I'm
So
saying
hold on. So why is it okay for you to say you could have a celebrity crush?
because
You don't even
I
have to
think-
talk about it.
I
If
think
you
that- yeah,
think a
I
guy
think
looks
that-
attractive,
I
then
Exactly.
think
he
I
looks
think they would
attractive.
keep a secret, but
Like,
it's,
what's? I mean, we're not gonna act on it. There's no way in hell.
But
It
it's
wouldn't
just-
even be possible.
just humans in
But
general.
if it was possible, would you do it? Would you fuck him?
Okay, no.
It's
we
just you
we
don't-
all honestly. I was walking in the mall with my dad when I was a kid. There's a beautiful picture of Christina Aguilera. He's like, "Damn, she look good." It is what it is. He ain't gonna get with her.
This is a different. That's different.
No, it's
She's
not.
a guy.
Humans are very
He's a
visual
guy.
creatures.
He's not gonna get
So
with her.
hold on, if The Rock said, "Yo, come to my
No,
to
I
my
don't-
RV real quick.
I wouldn't-
I just want to talk with you."
I wouldn't mess with elites. I wouldn't mess with any elite.
Y'all are
That's
capping, bro.
No, I'm not.
Bro, that's
Capping.
and that's the
I
problem.
I
ladies.
literally don't even have
No,
sex at
no,
all.
that's the
That's
problem.
not
Listen,
logical. That
I
doesn't
would.
make
I
sense.
would- yes, it does. I wouldn't mess with any elites whatsoever.
You're saying that, but if The Rock,
Sorry.
he has all this status.
I don't
if
care
he
about
walked
that.
up to you and
bro,
was like,
the
"Yo,
Rock
come
would
to my
rock
RV
her
real
world, bro.
Bro.
The
So what are you
Rock
gonna
would
say to
rock
Rock?
her
He said,
world.
come to my RV and let's just talk.
That's disgusting.
And let's just talk.
Yeah, but no, but that's disgusting. I'm not gonna go just have sex with a celebrity just because he's got status. That's stupid.
Okay, I didn't say sex. Just
Yeah,
talk.
I mean,
Come to my
you're
RV.
gonna go to the RV to talk.
But they, you know what they
The-
want.
wait, hold on,
you
hold
know
on.
what they want.
The Rock is only your celebrity crush because he has status. Because he
No,
is
it's
who
because
he
he
is.
look good and he just happens to be celeb.
Bro.
Look at his body. You seen his body?
There's a lot of guys that look like The Rock out here in Miami. You're not.
No, there
Question on-
isn't.
Yeah,
The
but I
Rock's
live in
body is the
Yo,
most
hold on,
of men.
Miami.
I live in
I said
California.
Miami.
In Miami.
Okay,
What?
I said Miami. I said in Miami, people take fitness serious here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Serious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You go around even here in Wynwood,
Mhm.
bro, you're gonna find a lot of dudes. Bro,
Mhm.
You have to.
I said in Miami. I didn't say in the country. I said
Mhm.
in Miami. What I'm saying is you're not going after them. They're right here. They're down the street.
No, I don't live here though. I live in California.
Okay, in general. Okay, all right.
No,
cool.
if a guy, because I go to the gym a lot. If a guy came up to me in the gym, I wouldn't mind it. I'd go for him if he looks good.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
He doesn't have to be a celebrity at
All right,
all.
moving on, ladies. Did we get to all the other ladies? We got to you too, right? Okay, cool. Quick question, ladies. Does your past form your future? Yes or no?
Yes. Sorry.
Think about it for a second. I know you need a few minutes. Does your past form your future?
Yeah.
I think yes and no, because you really
Okay, ladies.
wait. First, hear me out. Hear me out. Because some people take their past as like baggage and use that as an excuse, and then some people take their past, their baggage, and they use that as a learning experience to grow.
Okay, but does it form you? Yes or no?
Well, yeah.
Still
Mhm.
Okay, so
But it just depends because some people will forever stay the
Bro,
same.
You play both sides on
Why?
every question.
Why? What? You
Maybe it depends if this.
Well, because there's
into the mic,
there's
please.
multiple people.
But you
People
just
who
but
sit
you-
around
but-
will do nothing, will
but-
use that as an excuse
but
and be
you
a
ju-
bum,
you
and then there's
just-
people that won't.
Okay, but you just gave me two examples of how your past does form your future, even if it's positively or negatively.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Both of those
So it does
examples.
form you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
what
it
about you?
affects- Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Speaking to the mic, please. Same. Everybody
Yes.
saying yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So with that being said, if your past forms your future, right, negatively or positively, why is it that women keep fighting that body count doesn't matter?
It does matter.
Someone please. Okay, it does. Who else thinks it doesn't
It
matter?
definitely
Oh,
matters.
I'm sorry.
It does matter.
It does matter.
Yes.
Does it matter?
She's dirty, bro.
I'm what?
She's dirty.
Dirty?
Yeah.
30,
Yeah.
30,
Oh.
30.
I'm a Southern boy. My bad.
Oh, no,
I'm not
I thought you
30,
said dirty
29.
also.
She's dirty.
You dirty.
So what's up? Does body count matter? Yes or no?
Matter to what? To the men?
In society, does body count matter? Yes or no? To men, yes.
To men, yes, it matters.
Okay, to women,
I don't know.
you don't know.
No.
I can't answer. I don't know.
As long as he's not a sex addict.
Okay, how about what's your body count?
I'd rather. I don't know. I don't.
Because it
I'd rather
matters.
not talk about it.
Because it matters.
Yeah, it matters. Yeah.
All right, so then why not just say it matters?
I mean, I guess when you ask it in that way, then it makes sense. Yeah.
Why do I have to ask it in that way though?
Because I didn't really understand. Like, does it matter to who?
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
like,
like,
I don't know.
does your body count define you as a woman? Your value?
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Speaking to the mic, please.
Because it doesn't change me.
It doesn't change
It
you.
does.
No.
Okay.
Biologically, it does.
It does.
Okay, can you please elaborate on that?
So anytime that you have sex with somebody, that their DNA and your DNA becomes one.
Mm-hmm.
So the more people that you're hooking up with becomes you. So like there's a lot of people that, fuck a bunch of girls. Like I dated a rapper before and he was fucking everyone, So for him, he was like, oh, it's so cool. And all his friends thought it was so cool. But I'm like, ew, it's gross because he's hooking up with all these sad bitches. And then he wonders why he's lonely and like crying about stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it does.
Also,
It affects you.
the way that
Okay.
affects women differently from men is that it affects women's pair bonding. So the first time when we have sex, it's so special to us and blah blah blah. But then as you keep going down, it becomes less special and less special and less special and less special. And then when you come to your boyfriend, you're not giving him that purity that he desires for.
Yeah.
So when it comes to pair bonding, you're not. I guess you're just not gonna love him as much as you would if you were a virgin.
Yeah, and also That's a really good point because women always remember their first. You always remember your first. Even guys remember their first. So that alone just shows you how important it is when you're having sex with multiple people. It's like it's just an act now. It's not even intimate anymore, right? So with that being said, would it be okay if a guy came up to you and said, "Listen, you're not a virgin. Unfortunately, in the dating market, and you're 30 now, you're not as valuable as maybe a 21-year-old virgin."
Sure.
And you would understand that? It's not because he's misogynist, it's because it's a fact. Okay, cool. Does anyone else here think that body count doesn't matter? No one else. Okay, cool. So with that being said, when you leave the studio today, you're not gonna go fuck anybody else, right?
No. Just my man.
Yeah, look at her face. She's like, I am, motherfucker.
Why the face?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Why the face?
I don't know. I'm gonna go eat after this. I have no idea. I'm not gonna. I don't plan anything.
Ladies, if you come on, like I wish ladies would come on this show and be like, damn, you know what? They're right. Maybe let me not go have sex with any more random guys out there.
You are right. But you are right. Listen.
But as a matter of fact, they do the opposite.
Yeah.
We see their stories
opposite.
when they leave here. They go straight to the parties,
Yeah,
straight to the clubs, straight to the yachts, and we know what's going on. And a lot of them
right
will come
after the podcast.
Yep, right after. They don't waste no time because when you get out of here, it's like party time. You're getting ready to go out. Like Miami doesn't really sleep, right? On a weekend, especially, right? So you guys are going out party.
Yeah, and I want to say something to all the viewers, guys. We're here. We're talking to the ladies 5 days a week. A lot of them leave and go right back to their fucking antics. Like they literally, it's one ear and out the other. They really don't care what we're talking about. We're hoping that you guys at home are learning something from all of this. But a lot of women, like, they'll learn maybe one thing, and then 5 minutes after the show, it's right back to.
But it goes to show how important your environment is.
Yeah,
because they go right back out there to the same friends.
Yep.
Right. The same people, the social media, and it's like, yes, while they're in here, they look at me and they're like, I don't like you, but you're right.
You know what? You know what happens? Right after the podcast, they go and they check their phone.
Oh,
yes, their male friends.
Oh my
it's
god,
their male
bro.
friends. Yo, I don't agree with those guys are saying.
Yeah,
right.
Bro. We had a girl came on here, Zania, the first time she came, and she was telling us about. She's 22, I think, 22, right? If I'm not mistaken. And she goes to University of Miami, and she was telling us how she's just having a lot of sex with random dudes, right? And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm just having fun," and I'm like, well, you know, that's not really good for you. And eventually when you meet the guy of your life, the love of your life, he's going to want to know what your past was like. And that's going to hurt him. Well, then he's not the guy in my life. I'm like, well, he could have been if you did what you were supposed to do. Right. And by the end of the day, she says, I don't like you. I hate your delivery, but you're right. Right. And then she gets on her phone. She shows me her text. I don't know why. She just came up to me. She's like, look. A whole bunch of dudes hitting her up, just telling her like, yo, come through. Let's fuck. Bro, it's like, bro, we only have them. We're like parents. We only have them while they're here under our household, and then they go into the world and get fucked.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. You're laughing, but you know.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna go fuck nobody.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to my grandma's house.
Okay. But also because you're older. These younger ladies have it harder. It's hard to be a young woman here in Miami. That shit is hard, bro.
And don't go for them 21-year-olds out here.
Yep, don't go for the fuck boys.
And here's the thing about the women in Miami. You got young dudes going for you and older dudes.
Yeah. And the older dudes got money. They got yachts. They got the supercars. You like shit.
It's hard, bro. I said this multiple times before on this podcast. If I was a female here in Miami, I'd be a slut. I would. It's almost like, especially if I didn't have like a father figure. Oh, for sure, bro.
You know what's funny? You look at a lot of the pretty girls that are here, like a lot of the baddies, and you're like, yo, some of them are not getting hit up. And then you realize, no, they all are getting hit up. They all are. Like, because they're all walking around with this snooty attitude. I'm like, well, she couldn't have been on the yacht too. Yeah. No, they're all on the yacht.
No. The ugly ones are getting hit up.
Yeah.
The ugly ones. We got fat bitches come over here.
Get your fat ass back here.
And I tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You're fat, you're undesirable. And bro, they shut me up when they show me. Bro, their DMs are flooded too. Bro,
they're desirable.
The ugliest chicks get love out here.
Weight doesn't matter. For men, it's pussy,
apparently. But why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that is?
Because pussy is pussy.
It's because men are desperate.
Yeah.
Men are desperate. You ladies have what all men want. and men are desperate. You guys have the lock and the fucking key.
Yeah.
So we have to try to figure out how to get into that. You know what I mean? We have to
Someone
figure
said,
it out.
like an average woman that might be overweight is like equal to like a low level NBA player or something. Like the attention or more.
Right.
Like the attention that she gets being a 5 or a 4 is like a guy who makes over $400K a year. Like it's crazy how much attention women get nowadays, bro.
That's true.
And if I got that much attention, I'd probably be a little shit too, bro. I'd probably be an asshole too. Like I get it, but it's like, when do these ladies realize, like, damn, all right, I fucked all these dudes. Like, and there's a lot of women in Miami. Guys, Miami's different. There's a lot of women in Miami that are okay with a piece of a man. So it's like, all right, cool. I'm cool. I know he has a girl or wife, but he's gonna take me out on these little dates here and there, and I'll get to get a glimpse of the yachts here and there. I'll rather do that than get a guy who's.
But it's never sustainable.
Yeah,
it's never sustainable. They understand I'm letting him do him while I get what I want. And I have a saying. I think if a woman, like here in Miami, especially, if a woman can get the most out of you, and she's like, if you're not knocking her down, locking her up, then she will go to the next dude. They're hypergamous, bro. They will deal with you until they find another dude that's better, and they will keep moving on up the ladder until they get to where they want to go. Okay. Shout out to the ladies, man. I have another question for you guys real quick. So if a guy doesn't ask you for your body count, does he really care about you? Think about that for a second.
No.
If a guy doesn't ask you for your body count, does he really care about you?
No, definitely not. Because if he cared about you, he would ask that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do you say to the women that come on here and they're like, "Oh no guys ever asked me for my body count"?
That's
what would you
bullshit.
say to that?
That's bullshit. Every guy asks.
Every
guy I've ever been on a date with, and I've been literally like for 2 years diligently going on dates. Every man asks it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Or for me personally, I've asked a few girls, but a lot of times I just kind of know. So I'm like looking like, I don't know the exact number, but I'm like we talk about, guys, we can tell if you're a hoe. So even if you don't disclose it, we can figure it out. And I'm really good at figuring out. Here's how I'll do it. Literally, I guess I don't want to give it away, but I'll give it away.
Am I a hoe?
I don't. You don't come off as a hoe. But what?
Yeah,
but
also she's probably already done her whole phase.
Yeah.
Right.
But what I'll say is, what I'll do is I'll talk to a girl. Maybe we go out for a few drinks. If you ever had a threesome, I'll just start asking her like little things where she'll be like, women are so proud to tell you, like they won't tell you they fuck, but they'll be like, I can't really explain it. Yeah, I had a threesome, like to try to like prove to you they're freaky. So you can get these little, this is a tip for the guys. You can get these little things out of women, or they'll say, oh, my friend, man, like I go out with this one girl, she's always going home with guys. I'm like, well, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Oh, I just sit there and I don't do. Yeah, fucking right. Guys, if a woman ever says her friend was a hoe and she never left with no dude, they both had those stories where one was a slut and went to go suck dick in the bathroom and the other did. You just got to read between the lines of what they're saying. They're never going to say that they did it.
100%.
They're just going to like put it on someone else.
100%.
So if I don't ask your body count, but I already have 5 of these stories, I'm going to assume you have a high body count. So I don't need to even ask you all the time. Now, again, like Eric said, you probably should, or if that's what you want to do. But for me personally, I'm 35. I can read between the lines with a lot of girls at my age now. But when I was younger, I didn't do it, and it was a mistake.
But here's another reason why too, though, because when you were younger, you weren't taking women seriously.
Yeah.
So when you take women seriously, you start to look at the details. When you're just bro, when I came out of prison, I was 24. I didn't give a fuck about nothing. I was fucking single moms. I didn't look at anything seriously. I didn't care. Now I'm looking at everything.
Yep,
I'm looking at everything. What about you? Does a guy really care for you if he doesn't ask you your body count?
I think
okay.
I don't think that he doesn't care. I just think that he's settling. So like if somebody who has low value is not asking for a person's body counts because he can't be as selective. That doesn't mean that he doesn't care about the woman. It's just that he can't be as selective as the average man or a higher man.
I've never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I know, because think about it, right? An average guy lands a baddie, and it happens sometimes out here. He might be scared that if he finds out the truth, she'll know it makes him uncomfortable. And it just one little thing like that can the house of cards comes down, right? So he might just be like, yo, I'm gonna play it safe and just not ask. I'm gonna take her. And a lot of guys take women as they are. Guys, respect yourselves. Do not take women as they are. These women are not all that. And by the way, there's if I'm not mistaken, 2 women for every guy out here in the world. Okay, there's a lot of them out here, bro, and there's way more of them than there are us. So man, I think guys should have a lot more standards for themselves and pick the right girls, man. What about you? Do you think that
Yeah, she was looking at you like that the whole time.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Just looking. I think the whole time I was thinking, like, I don't know, I've never really been asked, and then I remembered my first love, right? Which was like my everything. He asked me.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I was a lot younger, but he did ask me, like, who have you been with since I da 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 da. And that person to this day loves me to death. So maybe when they ask, they do care.
Okay, that's a good point right there. What about you?
I've never actually been asked like, "What's your body count?" But he asked me like, "What relationships I've had like before him?" I was only
Okay, so he was
one.
fishing.
Yeah, because he
fishing.
can add up. He can.
Yeah, yeah.
That's part. And then I usually say, "Oh, well, what were you doing in between?" Or like,
yeah.
"Were you dating in between?"
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't account that you fucked every one of those guys, but I'm gonna think in my head, okay, she's definitely.
If you said you're in a relationship, I'm thinking you fucking.
And here's
exactly.
Here's another thing too. Women think we're stupid.
Yeah,
that happens.
Women think we're stupid. We play dumb. We play possum.
Yeah,
we are not that stupid, ladies. Right? Like I don't have to ask you your body count when we fuck. I know. If you threw it at me like that, I know you threw it at somebody else.
Right.
There's no way that you're a virgin and you're throwing it like that. There's no way you're giving that gok. You know what I mean? And you'd never give it to nobody else.
I remember when I was DJing back in it was like probably like 7 years ago, and I remember I was like smashing all these college girls, and I remember there was one in particular that was like just turned 21, and I'm like, yo, how the fuck did she learn? Like, ladies, I'm telling you, we have a point of realization when we're fucking you, where when you do some shit with your hands or something, we're like,
yes,
yo, who taught her that?
Yes.
And to this day, I still
turn.
think, like, who fucking taught her that?
Yeah.
It never goes away.
Let me ask you a question, because women don't understand this. It's ingrained in us. It sticks with us.
Yeah.
Why does it bother us so much? I know why. Why does it bother you so much?
I think it's like I'm gonna say we have an ego, and it's like we know that some other dude did some shit before us.
Yes.
So it's like, fuck, like
100%.
the girl did some shit and then like assumed the position. I'm like, how does she know to just do
yeah.
that?
Yep.
And then some dude had to have told her that. So it's not that we're weak-minded, ladies. It's just we want to be the first for pretty much everything. And when we see you doing this shit, like we're just like, it mind fucks us. Bro.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
It's a low-key a turn off, bro.
I don't know if I was turned off, but it definitely made me like think of it. And even to this day, like I'm like, yo.
Well, I don't think it bothers you as much as when you know you're trying to commit to her.
Correct.
But you know, you keep a mental note of it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: men will keep mental notes. Switch the camera, brother. They'll keep mental notes and they won't tell you. And that could be the one thing that turned us off. It could be the one thing that turned us off because it's just like, yo, I know she's a hoe. She's a great cook. She's a great everything else. But God damn it, I know she's a fucking slut. She told me she only had 3 bodies. There's no way that fucking action adds up to 3 bodies. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Okay, what about you? What do you think about that? If a guy doesn't ask your body count, does he really care about you? No. Okay, what about you?
No.
What about you? Okay, cool. Ladies, if a guy doesn't ask you, he's not intentional about you.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second real quick. If a guy doesn't ask you, he's not intentional. I understand that women come on here and they're like, oh, you know, he just didn't care. He loves me for me. Bro, no, he fucking doesn't. No, he doesn't.
You'll be in a relationship with a guy for 2-3 years. If he did not ask, he does not give a fuck. He will just keep you there for right now because you're good arm candy.
Yeah.
You might be doing the right things, but he knows you have a high body count. And he's just looking for that better girl.
Some of you ladies are in what we call a holding pattern. He's just holding your ass until he can find the better thing.
And guys do that.
How soon do you guys think a guy should ask a girl that?
Bro,
Like,
instantly, bro.
like
First
as soon
date,
as you guys
first date.
are getting to know each
First
other?
date.
I started asking
First
dates.
First date. The first time I talked to her. I'll say first date.
First or second date.
Because as soon as I'm intentional, bro, I'm asking you. If I'm trying to fuck, I don't give a fuck.
And would you
Fuck your
ladies
body
be
count.
okay with like a man
Good question.
being like, first day you talk to him, hey,
Good
how many
question.
guys have you fucked?
If a
I'd
guy
be like,
asks you the first date, would you be okay with it?
Yeah.
You would be okay with it. Would you tell him the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
It depends. Like if I'm uncomfortable already, like don't be asking me questions like that.
You're
But-
uncomfortable because you have a high body count.
Yeah, but I mean, no, I'm not afraid to tell him the truth. Like I'll tell him.
Well, then why would you be uncomfortable if you're not afraid to tell him
Like
the truth?
the situation that we were in before, like if we're just like not even like in that conversation and you
Right.
just bring it up, like what's
Oh,
your body
okay.
count? Like
I
I'll
see
be
what you're
like
saying.
random
Okay.
as
like
fuck.
okay,
Okay.
like why are you talking to me?
I see
like
what you're
that?
saying. So okay, that's fair. What about you?
I have no problem in like disclosing that. either.
Okay, is it still 18?
Huh?
Never mind. Okay, what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
On the first date, that'd be a random question to ask on the first
No,
date.
whoa,
That's
whoa.
Yeah, but why
Hold
would
up.
you want to talk about sex at all on the first
whoa,
date?
whoa, hold
To
on.
get to know the person.
Oh, we'll come back to
Sex?
that. We'll come back to that. Okay, what about you? Would you be upset if you went on a date with a guy? He asked you for your body count the first date. Would you be upset about it?
I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
So
think
you
he's-
would be upset.
I think he's weird. Like,
What's
why are you asking?
weird about it?
Why are you asking me that? You don't even know fucking
Speak into the mic, please.
barely anything about me. Why are you gonna ask me something like that?
Okay, so I'm not saying like you meet up with him. He's like, yo, what's your body count before we sit down to eat? I'm not saying that.
Well, that's
I'm
what you
saying-
guys are saying.
No, no,
like
no,
first
I'm saying-
conversation is what he said.
First conversation, men don't just blurt it out most
Right.
of the time. We're eating. We're like, oh, by the way, how many guys have you dated? Blah blah blah.
exactly.
I think there's a
Well,
time
then
and a
that-
place
what's your
to ask that. Like if you're eating and it's like, if I feel uncomfortable and like, damn, you're gonna
the problem
make
with that is
the situation like a little.
the problem with that is I'm
uncomfy.
already giving you my time and resources as we speak, right? But we'll come back to that. What about you?
No, I wouldn't feel away.
You wouldn't feel away. What about you?
I wouldn't feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yo, ladies, if a guy asks you that, bro, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable. You should be like, yo, let's go. This guy's intentional.
Mm-hmm. It's like if a lady asks me, they won't ask me directly how much money do you make. So what do you dedicate yourself to?
Yes.
What do you do for a
Yes.
living? Is that your only job? Like there's ways that they're trying to gauge how much money I make.
Correct.
Right? So you guys are already interested in the long term. Can this guy support me? What time am I gonna have to work that 9 to 5? Right? Do I need to get a part-time job? But when we sit here and ask you something that's important to us, you're weird.
I agree with asking like, how many relationships have you been in? But like
I need to know how many dudes you
automatic.
fucked.
Hey, how many guys have you
Because here's the
fucked?
thing, you
I'd be
could have
like,
been in a relationship with someone and not fucked. I want to know how many guys you fucked. I want to know how many dudes bent you over, pulled the hair. I want to know all that shit.
Right.
And I want to know all this shit. Here's another thing too, ladies. There's a reason why when women cheat on guys, I've seen this shit so many times, and I've even been guilty of it myself. I want to know all the details. It's like torture, bro. But I want to know, like, was it really bad? Like, was it a bad cheat? You know what I mean? Especially like before I became who I am now. Because now, bro, cheating is unacceptable. But back then, I was like, bro, like, was it like a
What period is it?
Did he? Yeah, like, did he just come quick in like 4 minutes? Like, it's almost like I'm trying to like make myself feel better about it, right, bro? Do you guys do that?
I think girls are the same way though.
But it's not the same.
No, listen.
No,
listen,
I think we think the same.
it's
I've
the
had
same-
sex with someone that had sex with someone else. I'd be like, why are you doing it in that way? Like, how'd you learn this? How'd you learn that? Or
No. What
I
I'm
wouldn't-
saying is, like, if your man cheated on you, would you want to know every single detail
No.
of everything
Yes.
that happened?
No.
yes.
Would you?
No, I don't want to know anything.
Okay. Would you?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
me too.
No.
Would you?
Actually, yes, I do.
you do.
I do.
And you?
Mhm.
And you?
No, because it hurt me.
What about you? You would want to know every detail.
Yeah.
What about you?
It would hurt me, so no.
So no. What about you?
But then
So-
it'll
so-
be in the back of your
The,
mind.
the
like,
reason
what
the reason why I
happened?
would men and women, you said you would want to know every detail, right?
Yes, but
No, but listen, men and women both do, but for different reasons. You want to know every detail because you want to better that, because you want to be an alpha. I want to know the details because I'm always going to be in competition with that girl. I'm going to compare myself to that girl, probably be a pick me and degrade that girl. So we're going to want to know the details, but just for two different reasons.
Okay, maybe so, but I still think most women don't want to know.
They don't want to know that because they'll get hurt. But in the back of their head, they're going to
They're
want to
going
know.
to
They're
go
going to
crazy.
bring
I
it.
want
They're
to
going
know,
to bring it
but-
up in future
Well,
conversations. They'll
yeah.
probably be petty and be like,
Hell
"Oh,
yeah.
did this bitch fuck you as good as I did?"
Yo,
Like,
you know
men
what's
are-
crazy? That's
Oh,
happened
yeah.
to me, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I was fucking the girl, and she was like, "Yo, did I fuck her better than?
So-
am I fucking
Hell
better
yeah.
than her?"
So women will say that they
but
don't
that's the
want to know.
minority,
Do that.
though. That's still the minority.
No.
And I think the reason why men want to know is because we understand that when there's sex happening, it's not the same thing. Like, I'm dominating this woman. She's not dominating me. So I know if I got cheated on, this dude dominated, right? So I want to know, like, was it bad? Right? Of course.
Did you come?
I didn't ask all that.
I
but
hope so.
I just, shit.
That
Fuck,
should
bro.
have broke you, bro.
Bro.
That would break you.
That shit.
That would break
I'll
you.
pay for all of your therapy sessions. Let's talk.
No, before when I was like, bro, when I first came out of prison, I was a fucking mess, bro. That's why I'm glad I studied hard and became who I am. But yeah, bro, it's tough, man. Not having a father figure. 'Cause if I had a father figure, he probably would have been like, shut the fuck up. Go deal with that shit. Get over that shit, right?
Mhm.
But when you become when you're trying to become a man, you never had a father figure. You don't know what being a man is. That's hard, right? And then you fall in love with a girl and you don't even know how to treat women because you never had a mom or a father, right? And you get this is why I say that men are so intentional compared to women. Because I can fuck 10 bitches and not care about any of them. There's a thing called post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care about none of them. But when a man commits to a woman, when he commits and he really gives that heart away, bro, that's something different right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can compare that to is like, you know, having like a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really intimate.
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Hypothetically, after you guys cheat, do you guys feel guilty afterwards or no?
Yes. For like 20 seconds.
I'm gonna say some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I'm be like, no. Bro.
I feel so
Bro,
much
no,
better about
that's
being
cap.
with my girlfriend,
bro.
After
okay,
I
yes,
cheat.
yes. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, no. But that wasn't the question. What she's saying is, after you cheat, is there a moment where you're like, damn, my girl doesn't deserve this shit? I get what you're saying because I be going home like, I'm like, yo, come here, babe, come here, right? Like, come here, like, damn.
I understand what you're saying.
Yo,
because I know she's a
let's
little
go get your hair
emotionally
done,
hurt.
right? Let's go get your hair done. But
Right.
bro, there's gotta be, bro. You guys aren't that heartless.
No, I know what you mean.
Because again, you care about this woman,
But
right?
it's not long. Like,
Oh, no.
It's the post nut clarity, bro.
Yeah.
Like, after 10 seconds, I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like a legit 10, 20 seconds. Because we move on from shit so fast, right? Men are, we're moving on. Because we're not very emotional. We're not sitting here like, damn, why did I do this? I'm so upset. We don't do that.
Real quick chat, guys, send in your questions for the panel. Also, we're gonna do chat talk today. We'll at the end of the show, we'll like pick a couple chats and or questions that you guys have, and we'll ask the ladies. But make sure you guys hit that threshold $9.99 or higher, and we'll read out your super chat.
Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like the video, man. Subscribe if you're not a member already. Okay, cool. So, can you start getting the chat talk ready now?
Yeah, guys, send in any questions you have, and we'll read your couple at the end of the show of any questions for the panel. But also send in your super chat if you want us to read it right now.
Okay, cool. Ladies, how many of you guys are single right here? God damn, all of you guys. You're single too, right? Okay, raise your hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all of you guys except for you. You're single too.
No,
she has a boyfriend.
in a relationship.
Okay, my bad. I misunderstood that. And you're in a relationship. If the perfect man came right now, the perfect man came to you right now, would you drop everything for him?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you would.
You know what, bro? I'm not stupid. Of course I would.
Okay.
I would move.
You drop that guy
I
friend? What about that guy friend? Would you drop him?
He would like my guy friend.
Whoa. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Yes. I'm not
What if
stupid, but then I just
No, but
asked
he's
you
gonna
if
be
you would like.
introduced to everyone in my life.
No,
What if
no,
he doesn't
no.
want to be introduced to him?
Why wouldn't you want to be introduced to
He
him?
wants
boy
to
doesn't
be
want
your
to know what
family,
friends.
and he wants you to
He's
go
not
away.
family.
No family. He just
Yeah.
wants you to go away.
Into the mic, ladies. When you speak into the mic. Go ahead.
No family meeting, just go away.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be
meeting.
a family meeting. I'm like, oh, this.
No, not meeting. Like, I don't want to meet your family. Let's go.
If he says he doesn't want to meet my family,
Yeah, he's just your perfect man. He wants you to
Remember,
go.
he's your perfect man.
he doesn't want to meet my family.
Hypothetically, he's your perfect man. He's not a family guy. Maybe he's like me. He
But
didn't
that's
grow
not a
up around.
perfect man then.
Whoa. See, women decide what their perfect man is,
Yeah, but
right?
you just said he's not a family guy. Would he even want to start a family with me? Would
Well,
you want me to
no,
meet his mom?
listen, I don't have a family, and my girl understood the type of guy that I am, right?
But you want to have a family with her though, right?
With her, yes, but I
Yeah.
don't care about her family. I tell her all the time, I don't give a fuck about your family. I don't. I hate that, especially when a woman, because here's the thing that happens, right? Women typically come from single mother homes. Who's their best friend? Their mom, right? You go to your mom and you tell her our business, she's never gonna like me, bro. You'll forgive me, your mom won't, right? And so, like, I in the past, I've had mothers come up to me, be like, I don't like the way you treat my daughter. She told me, shut the fuck up. I'm fucking your daughter. I'm not fucking you. Okay? I'm fucking your daughter. I'm not fucking you. And I remember, she was like, oh, don't talk to her. Fuck that. Your mom should respect me too. Like, I didn't go up to your mom and start arguing with her. She came to me. Like, I'm really big on respect. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be the fucking Pope. If you tell me fuck you, it's fuck you too. The fuck you mean? Fuck that.
Yeah, and if you're a man, let's say he met your mom and you always went to your mom. We talked about it yesterday where y'all had an argument. Your mom's in your ear telling you, oh, fuck him. Or like maybe there's someone in your family where it's like they're actually giving you bad advice. And he says, look, you got to cut them off. Any problems that we're having between us, we need to work it out ourselves. So I don't want you talking to your mom or whoever it is because you come back with an attitude with me after you talk with her.
Well, that's
Are you
fine.
gonna
If he wants to just keep everything between us, that's fine.
So that's what we're saying. If he says cut this off or cut this, maybe you can go over and visit your mom here and there. But what I'm saying is like, yo, I don't want you talking to them or communicating with them on this. Are you okay with
That's
not doing
fine.
that? Okay, so that's
Okay,
that's
and you're-
Whatever issues we have, I'm not gonna go.
So are you gonna cut out the male
broadcasting
friend?
it.
Wait, hold on,
No.
but it almost seems like your man has to tell you to like convince you to let people go. What I'm saying is, when I came into my girlfriend's life, I said, fuck her, fuck her, fuck her. They're all leaving, and if you're not with my plan, you gotta go. You have to fucking go, because I'm not gonna sit here and literally give you every resource I have, and you're gonna tell me what you're gonna do. Fuck no.
But that's
So
my
and
parents.
yo, listen. I'm also not saying that a guy's gonna be like, fuck your family. That's not realistically what's gonna happen. But if you have to choose between me and your family, it has to be me. It has to be me. And here's the thing, right? Women come on, but they're my family. They're always gonna fuck that. Are you trying to fuck them and have babies with them, or you want to fuck me and have babies with me? Right? Like women, like in today's society, like bro, it's so fucked up towards men.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta provide, protect, provision, but family still comes first.
Mm-hmm.
Family still comes first after I'm slaving my ass for you, after I'd be willing to fucking die for you. Family still bro, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, women are so inconsiderate, because I get everything I ask from a woman, I do it back in return. Fuck my family. What you mean? My mom? Bro, fuck that. My mom wasn't even in my life, and I get that, right? I didn't have a normal family, but even if she did, yo, when you leave the nest, bro. You're good. Like, you don't ever see birds flying out the fucking nest and then coming back to fly to the fucking nest. It doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to, like, even in the Bible, it says that when you leave the house, it's supposed to be like you and your man, right? You become one. It's not you, your man, and your mom. It's not you, your mom, and then your mom.
No, yeah, I agree.
Right? So, like, if I tell you, what's dude's name? Corey?
Yes.
Yo, I'm really intentional about you. What's your name?
Kishwan.
Kishwan. Okay, I'm gonna call you Kim K.
Oh jeez.
K. I'm really intentional about you. I like you. I think we have potential. I need you to let Corey go right now.
What would be the reason?
I don't care. I'm telling you, I personally don't think that men and women can be friends. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what your relationship was with him. You have to let him go.
No.
Okay, well then, fuck you.
If a man were literally to say "fuck you" to me, then he wasn't gonna be for me anyways. Because no man, I would never let a man speak to me like
because at that point you've already disrespected. Bro, listen, you can't sit here and expect the guy to be everything you want, but then you're already telling him.
I don't expect him to be everything I want. I'm not gonna be everything for somebody either.
But
We're talking about the perfect man.
Speaking to the mic.
We're talking about the perfect man.
So what I'm saying is, like, I'm not the perfect man, but for my girlfriend, I try to be. Right? There's effort, right? But when I came into my girlfriend's life, I said, yo, everybody's got to go. And she was like, okay. Because my friend is only going to be my friend, but for so long. I can only do but so many things with my friend. Okay? I can, like, and I don't want that life anymore. I don't want to go smoke weed at her house. I don't want to fucking go to the, the club or the bar. Like, you, bro, fuck your friend. And here's the thing. The irony of it is, right, that women fight for these friends. They end up getting into a relationship. They're gone. They're fucking gone. Think about that for a second. You wasted the opportunity to have the perfect man. And when your friend got into a relationship, little by little, they start leaving you. Less talk, less communication. Before you know it, you don't even talk anymore. So you're gonna waste your perfect man for the fact that you have a friend. It just doesn't make any
when I'm
sense.
in a relationship, my man comes first.
Yeah, but
because my friend's always just gonna be around, but he's coming.
No, but your friend's got to go. Is what I'm saying.
We don't even really.
What a guy doesn't matter,
like
bro.
the time spent is more with my man.
It doesn't matter. I'm not sharing anything. Listen, bro, she's dating weak ass dudes, bro. Holy shit, bro. I'm telling you, the men that are okay with other men circling their girl, that's a red flag. Okay, I don't want anybody circling my fucking girl. Okay, I'm not cool.
He's not
with
even
that.
sexually attracted to me in any way.
I don't know that though. I have to hope that that's true.
Yeah, but you can literally just talk to him,
bro.
Everything would be.
I don't want to talk to him.
But everything would be open.
Do you think a man's gonna tell me, yeah, by the way, I've been friends with her since high school, and I've low-key always wanted to fuck her?
A
guy would never say that.
But he hasn't.
Bro, she's the Lulu. See what I mean, bro? You see what I mean?
He does not. He's not attracted to me at all. He likes white girls.
Okay.
He showed me all the girls. I've seen his type.
Okay.
All
right, man.
We got a couple of super chats real quick. Your Modi controller says, shout out to the Unfiltered team. Eric saving these 304s. Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to you, Modi controller. Go ahead, bro.
iRepo says, let's go around and do fuck, marry, kill.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Oh my.
Yeah, let's do
Who said
that.
no?
Yeah, shout out to my boy Repo.
Yes.
Yo, damn, we haven't played this in a
Yeah,
while.
yo,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a while, bro. Usually because we used to kick girls out because of that dumb shit.
Also, guys, I do have 3 for the chat talk. Well, we'll be doing that here in a little bit. But yeah, let's do fuck, marry, kill.
Okay, fuck, marry, kill. We'll do the ladies first. Okay, ladies, we're gonna go around the table. Shout out to you. We're gonna go around the table. Bless you. And we're gonna play a game. It's called fuck, marry, kill. Okay, fuck, marry, kill. It's 3 of us, so there's 3 choices. I promise you, ladies, I will not get offended. Okay, I will not get offended.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
No.
sure. No, F you. You know what? Do me a favor. Get the fuck out. Okay, so you did your research.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I-
She did her research. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so with that being said, please keep it short and concise. There's no listen, it takes less than a second for us to realize whether we want to fuck somebody or not. Okay, so don't make this hard. So with you, we'll start off with you. Pick one of us to fuck, marry, and kill. Go.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your honesty. What about you?
The
Go.
same thing.
Fuck, marry, kill. Okay, cool. You know what's funny too?
That's funny.
Because we'll talk about it later. Okay, what about you? Go.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Uh,
So
I
fuck
still don't know
Eric.
what you
okay, yeah.
said.
Yo, when you're
and-
fucking, like,
No,
Like-
so she did fuck Eric,
Okay.
marry me, and then
okay,
kill
okay,
me.
cool. What
All
about you? Go.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Okay. What about you? Go. Into the mic, please.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck me, marry him, kill. Okay. What about you?
Kill all of you.
Okay,
I
she has
hate
a
men.
reason.
Damn.
Wow.
That's fair. Shout out to
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so for me, I would fuck, marry, kill, and the reason why I pick you as Mary is because I wouldn't have to work.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the thing, though, right? When women come on the show, they either love me or they hate me. There's no in between, because I'm so strong in my beliefs. Like
Definitely.
here's the thing, girls. When I say a man should work, provide, protect you, they're like, yes. But then as soon as I'm like, yeah, you need to make my food when I want. What? What?
Blasphemy.
What?
No,
You
yeah.
misogynist.
I'm supposed to be your slave?
Misogynist, right? Like, why I can't cook when I want to? Like, bro, come on. Like, you can't sit here and expect the privileges, but then not also the responsibilities.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna do the same. Guys, we're gonna do it short and concise, please. Go.
Nah, you go.
Yo, because there's so many girls here too. Okay, cool. Go ahead. You go
Okay.
first.
I'm just undecided. That's fine.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Wow.
Okay, that's fair.
dang.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's fuck, marry, and kill.
Mhm.
Okay, go.
Fuck,
Uh-huh.
marry.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta die.
God damn it, this is weird for me. You know what? I'll marry her. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll marry
marry
her.
her?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
marry
She's
her.
confused.
Uh,
She's confused. Maybe it depends.
It'll be fun.
What she wants to eat
I
today?
like
Just
that.
a sassy man.
I'll teach her some things. I'm a sassy man.
No, he's just a
Oh,
sassy
gotcha.
man.
I'm
Okay.
sassy.
Yeah.
I feel like
okay.
you like that shit.
I'd, you know what? I'd fuck. I'd marry. I'd kill.
I'm too. That's why we hate
Yeah.
men.
Damn.
This is why we hate
I'd
men.
kill you. Yeah, I'd kill you.
Damn, why is everyone killing Nikki?
You said
Because
fuck
they're
or fuck?
Too
attractive. They're all
argumentative.
attractive.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Too
That's
argumentative.
what I mean. I was like, so.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean,
want to point something out.
Go ahead.
So I like that 2 of you guys said marry me because I'm the oldest one. So technically, with the whole,
Age
value
thing.
and all that,
yeah.
even though I'm the oldest, I guess I'm still good, right?
Okay.
Okay.
It's 'cause your values.
But can I tell you something?
Yes.
I would have married you too.
Oh yeah, but
Because
why didn't
I
you?
think you have the best mentality at this table
Mhm.
for a dating
Yeah.
perspective.
Okay.
But the reason why I didn't choose you was because of your age.
Okay.
Can
I'm
I
just
tell-
gonna be honest.
But can I tell you something too?
Yes.
I would marry you, but I would cheat on you.
It's okay.
I'll have like a couple side
I want
chicks.
divorce you. I
I'm
want
just being
divorce you.
honest. I'll have a couple side chicks, but I'll marry you.
Yo, you
As
know,
long as you're not paying their bills, I don't care.
you know what?
Okay,
You
girls.
know what I like though? I like that we were able to do that without any
Yeah,
dumb shit.
I'm
You
glad
know
it
what
was
I mean?
respectful.
Thank you, ladies, for not being
Yeah.
a stick in the mud. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead with the chat talk.
All right, guys, we're gonna do a chat talk here. Jerome Everett says, "Ladies, why do you shame guys for their preferences while the world caters to what you want?" So ladies, why do you shame guys for their preferences, like what we want,
Anybody take this one? Go ahead.
Mhm.
Wifey, go ahead.
while the world caters to what you ladies want? Anybody want to take it?
You were shaming Eric earlier for calling women trash for his preference.
No. He said women that can't give birth trash. I just didn't like
In
how
the
he
dating
said
marketplace,
Yeah, I
in
didn't
the
like
dark
that
Yeah,
either.
if you want to
That's
say,
not how I said it. though.
Yeah, no,
you
you
said
did.
it like that.
You
Even with the
really-
hand gestures, you
You were
were
like,
trash.
Yeah, Eric, you did this.
That's not.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
They
Yes,
can't have kids.
Yeah, yes,
Bro.
you can't have kids. Trash.
Bro,
That's
that's
literally
not how I said it. That's how they heard it.
no.
That's how they
you
heard it.
literally said trash. Like,
You rewind it,
I
you will
said,
see it.
He said
I said
to me.
women that can't have kids
Yeah,
to me
trash.
are trash.
yeah.
But y'all have to
That
add
is-
it to me. To me means something, ladies. To say to me, that like cancels out a lot of what y'all are trying to say.
Did
'cause
you
he's saying
guys hear to
him.
me?
No,
He
I
did.
me
No,
either.
he did.
I didn't
He
hear
did
it
say
to me
that.
either.
But if I said brokies are trash to me or short guys are trash to me, then it's all of a sudden like women are shaming men for things
No,
that they
I
can't
would respect that. I would
They
respect
are.
that. I would respect that.
So
No,
men with small dicks are trash.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, because that's
They
two different.
are.
That's because one is in their control, one isn't.
Infertility is
Right.
not in the woman's control.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, okay, I've said this multiple times. My daughter, I wouldn't want her to date a broke guy.
Mhm.
So I understand. We understand. Listen, if you're broke, we don't feel bad for you.
Mhm.
If you're a broke guy,
There's a
we
million
do. I don't feel bad for you.
Mhm.
You're broke because you want to be broke.
So
Okay?
much shit you can do to make money,
Yes.
bro.
Mhm.
Now, if you're like, oh, this guy has a small penis, what can he really do about that? You can't sit here and shame a guy. Like, that's really out. And I understand what you're saying. I get it. But that's the one thing you guys can come on. You guys get on the guy for his small dick, his height, right? His skin color. Like, I only like black guys. The fuck? Okay, cool. What you want me to do?
Your dating pool just
Right?
got smaller.
I only
and
like
smaller.
Spanish guys. I only like white guys. Like, what? There's things like, bro, guys. I never heard of guys, bro. We don't give a fuck. We'll take anything.
Yeah.
To fuck, or are you talking about like
As
actually
long
like
as they
wife?
have
I'm saying in the dating market.
Oh,
Now
dating?
to wife is different. We're very
Yeah.
selective, right?
Yeah. All right, we'll go to the next one.
Shout out
Dahab,
to my man Jerome too.
shout out to Dahab. Dahab, what's up? Dahab says, do you think men or women are more forgiving when it comes to issues in the relationship? Who's more forgiving, men or women?
Ladies, who?
Women
Women?
are more forgiving.
Women. Hi, Dahab.
Women.
Women? Okay.
Men.
Men? Okay.
Men.
What about you?
Women.
What
I
about
think
you?
it's men.
Okay. What about you?
Men.
Okay. Why men?
Just because as a woman, you're just a lot more emotional.
Yeah.
There's just a lot
Mhm.
more that goes into what a man has to put up with a woman just being
Yeah.
a woman
Okay.
than
Mhm.
a woman has to put up with a man.
Okay. What about you?
I said men because like she said, we do have a bunch of emotions, so we go off of that. And men, they just they try to like go past it. They don't try to stay on one
Yeah.
like topic. They're just like, okay, let's move on.
Okay. What about you?
And I would say men, because if a woman pointed out a problem with her man, the man will actually internalize it, try to figure out a way to solve it. A woman, a man tells a woman, I have a problem. She'll complain and get upset about it. She doesn't care to solve it. She just wants a bitch.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they just want to complain.
Here's how I know it's men. Think about it, fellas. Whenever we have an argument with our girl, she'll get mad at something that we said while we were upset, right? Like the other day, I was going home and I raised my voice a little bit, and she was like, "You hurt my feelings," and I'm like, "Fuck, my bad, baby." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Wait a minute, how the fuck do you become the victim here?" Like, I'm upset, right? But like, it's like as a man, we're just problem solvers. Right? And it's another thing too. It's like when girls go through shit, we just want to solve your fucking issues, and women are like, I don't want you to solve it. I just
Yeah.
want you to feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
I just want you to feel it. I'm like, why the fuck would I want to feel that? Why? Well, why? I just want to fix your fucking problem,
Yeah.
bro.
Can I say why I said I disagreed? Because I when they said that like women are very emotional, I do believe that women are a victim to their own emotion. So when they're with somebody and they feel like they're being mistreated, for example, like there's too much arguing in the relationship, there's cheating or whatever, since women are so infatuated by the man, women will make up excuses as to why they should still stay with the man. They'll make up excuses. That's just it.
Steve, what was the question?
The Hobbs question was, do you think men or women are more forgiving?
And that's why I
when it
say,
comes-
I would have said women. I'm surprised that you said
Okay,
men.
why women?
Yo, men will do so much fucked up shit, but she's so in love with that guy. She'll
Yeah.
get she'll.
That's the point that I was trying to make.
Face value for it. She'll be way more upset about it than a guy will be upset about
Right.
something she did.
But that only
overall-
happens in a serious relationship, Basil. We're talking
Yes.
about a regular relationship. It's not women, bro. It's always men.
Mhm.
I'll give you that.
In
Yeah,
a marriage,
give you
maybe.
that.
In
I'll give you
an
that.
engagement, maybe, but not in a regular relationship.
Yeah.
Never.
I'll give you
Well,
that.
what's the difference between a regular relationship and a serious relationship?
Because in a regular relationship, you know it could end at any moment, right? And when you're engaged, when you're married, you know no matter what, you got to try to figure this out. So there's a difference there, right? Does that make sense?
I just think men are very much more.
I'm giving women props right now, and you still can't take it.
No, I am.
He's tried.
No,
Fuck, bro.
I am taking it. I'm just saying I think men are more quick to leave when they feel disrespect as opposed to a woman. That's just the argument I'm trying to make.
Well, yeah, because respect is everything for us.
1000%. But
Respect is everything for us.
But that's why I believe that women are more forgiving.
I will leave a woman that I'm absolutely in love with if she disrespects me. I would absolutely. As a matter of fact, you should leave a woman you love if she disrespects you, because she will never respect you if you stay. If you stay, she'll be like, damn, he loves me enough, but fuck this nigga. He's weird. Like I cheated on him with his best friend.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
Right.
If respect is used to us.
All right, we'll do one more. It's the last one from Riri. Shout out to Riri. For the guys, how do you feel about a woman who's a virgin but had relationships with women before you? Or that had relationships with women before you?
So maybe body.
Shout out to Riri too, man. Shout out to you. That's a good question. How do you
Okay.
feel about it? I know how I feel about it. How do you feel?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. How do you feel?
I'm not gonna say I don't give a fuck. I think that it's just weird that you're trying to keep your body. You don't want a guy's dick inside of you, so you're basically a lesbian and you want to be with women. I don't know. It's weird. Would I still talk to her? I guess maybe I'd have to.
Do you count it as a body?
No.
Okay.
No.
So that's what it comes down to at the end of the
That's
day.
what I was thinking.
When like, you know, whenever I talk to a girl, she's like, yeah, I fuck. But you didn't fuck shit.
Right.
What you guys use the toy and okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like I don't see it as a bad thing. As a matter of fact, like I'm like, why are you telling me that? I don't care. You can go do that right now. I don't care.
Right.
Yo, if my girl was like, yo, you know, I'm cool. Where's she at? Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't count it as a body. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Some guys are probably self-conscious about it, but most guys don't care. Like we're just kind of like,
I would never be scared of a woman taking my woman.
yeah.
Guys, chat. Let me know if you guys will be afraid of a woman taking your woman.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see it. Because at the end of the day, bro, no matter how many women come over here and say, oh, a woman knows how to please me, a guy doesn't, well, you're always gonna want dick.
Yeah.
Right. And here's the thing: the women that come on here, they're like, oh, I don't like men anymore. I like women. You're dating women that look like men.
Yeah. And a lot of those women, they end up
don't get that shit
Right.
at all.
and a lot of those women that come on here to do that, they had a dude and he cheated on her or whatever. She wasn't even a lesbian, like she wasn't gay until she had a bad relationship. They're just mad at a man, and so now I'm gonna be gay.
Yeah. And here's the thing
That's the
too:
point.
women can always kind of coddle each other, right? And but here's the thing too: like women to women relationships, there's so much domestic violence in that motherfucker, bro. Think about it. You're a woman, she's a woman. You know you can smack her, you're not going to jail. The police comes through. What happened, ladies? Oh, okay, just keep it, bro. It's so many wrong things in that dynamic, man.
Yeah.
I like that you said that. You're a little bit older traditional, I would say, right? Why do you not agree with that? The woman to woman dynamic.
I just why don't I agree with them being together? Or
Yeah. Have you ever been with a woman?
No.
Okay, why not?
Because I'm very traditional. I believe that a relationship should be a man and a woman, but don't come at me.
Nah, this is unfiltered. Say with your chest.
Yeah, I think
Say
the
with your chest.
relationship should
Say
be
fuck lesbians.
I don't want to say fuck lesbians. My best friend dates men and women, so that's why I'm not gonna say that. But I just feel like for me personally, like, you know, when my dad got remarried, he got remarried to a woman. So for me, I've always seen the male and female dynamic.
Let
in
me
a
ask you a
relationship.
question. You said your girlfriend sleeps with women?
Yes, my best friend
Okay.
is pansexual.
Okay. Now, why do women accept things that they wouldn't partake in themselves? Like, why do you advocate for things that you wouldn't do?
Why
You just sat here and said, I don't agree with it because I think man and women. But then you also have a friend that does exactly what you say you don't agree with.
Well, because I feel like everybody should have their own right to be whatever they want to be. And if that's you, and I'm not going to go into your room or bedroom and, like, you know, tell you what to do and not. But me personally, I just wouldn't do that.
Okay. Does everyone here know who Martin Luther King is?
Yes.
If you don't know, you better know. Okay. So he has a quote and it says, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. What does that mean to you?
It means that I'm wrong. I think, right?
Well,
I shouldn't advocate for people that do things that I don't agree with.
Think about it. This is one of the most celebrated men of all time. And he has that powerful quote. And basically, to me, what it translates is when you become accepting of one thing, you open a door for something else to become accepting. And that's what we've done in society. First, it was gays. Then it was trans people. Then it's like drag queens. Then it's all these new. Now you can identify as a fucking zebra. Okay? When I was a kid, right, the worst thing I ever remember was the Twin Towers, 9/11. Right? I never thought in my wildest dreams when I was in middle school, one day someone's going to identify as a fucking pizza and you're going to have to fucking respect that. Never. So what I'm saying is when you start becoming accepting of certain things, like, yo, now they have drag queens reading books to little kids in school.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Well, think about it. Because people have become accepting. When you become accepting, you open a door for other things to all of a sudden be accepting. And that's why I'm saying I don't understand why women advocate for things that they wouldn't partake in.
Because I feel that other people, if you want to do that, that's on you.
But you started the sentence off with "I feel like," I feel like, and it's all about your feelings. Feel. You said yourself you don't agree with it. You don't think it's right, but you feel like. And here's the thing: what if I was dating my girl and I just said, "Baby, I feel like I'm just not gonna pay the mortgage for the rest of the year." Fuck my feelings, right? In society, I think that's why we're struggling as a society right now, because we're so accepting of everything. We are, and bro, you open the door for men to become weak and not be men anymore. Who suffers the most? Women do, because I guarantee you, a guy becoming gay doesn't hurt us. That helps us in the dating market. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
One less guy.
One less guy to worry about. It doesn't hurt men. It hurts women. And the people that advocate gay shit more than anyone, it's women. It's like you guys are self-destructing. It's so fucking weird for me to see this shit. I don't get it, you know. And I'm not telling you to go home and tell your friend, yo, F you.
Well,
But
we fight all the time because we just have different viewpoints, you know. So I'm sure I'm gonna hear about this later.
Okay.
But you know, it's just for me, I get your point, and I agree to an extent, because I just feel like you have to accept people for who they are. Not saying that. Not saying that. Maybe let me rephrase that. I feel like in our society, yes, there's things that I don't accept or agree with, right? But either way, it's still going to keep happening.
Well, that's a horrible mentality. Why is that a horrible mentality?
Because the bad things are just going to keep on happening. They're going to keep coming up with new things to do, new isms, like, oh, you're a homo, you're homosexual, you don't like trannies, you don't like kids that want to transition, you don't like this, you don't like that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't accept none of that, because we all know kids shouldn't be transitioning. We all know that it's an actual mental disorder. You have to be diagnosed, but these kids aren't being diagnosed. They're just being told, you feel this way, okay, surgery time. We all know the feelings are all, it doesn't matter who gives a fuck about feelings.
Right.
Like that shouldn't matter. Feelings should not matter. Facts matters over feelings, regardless.
Feelings can change at any point.
At any
ladies.
point.
Like you could feel you're this or feel you're that. Identify as this, identify as that.
That's a good point.
Scary.
That's a good point. And I'm gonna tell you why. There's a lot of kids that are being allowed to transition. And there's studies being done that when they grow up, they regret it.
They're infertile.
And
they won't be able to have any
they look
sensation.
back and they say, how could my parents allow me to do this? And they end up self-deleting because of this. Bro, if my son ever, bro, oh God, I love you, Maddox. Please don't do that shit to me. But if I would not accept it. I can't.
If that happened, bro, that's kind of on you, though.
Absolutely, it's on me.
Who's teaching him that?
It's absolutely on me. Now, if I did everything I could, which is, you know how I am as a father, and he still does that, bro, there's nothing. But bro, there's no chance that if I do my job, my son's going through that. There's no chance, because my job is to show my son that it's so beautiful to be a man, and the only reason why it's beautiful to be a man is because we get to be men to women, right? Like being the need to be needed for men is everything. If I didn't have people right now depending on me, I wouldn't work as hard as I do. I'd probably just be playing Xbox. I'm being honest with you guys. So ladies, real quick, don't advocate for things you don't stand for, ladies. Because here's the thing, right? You agree with it. Now you accept it. She accepts it. Now she feels bad if she doesn't accept it. So she's going to kind of have to accept it, even if she doesn't like really agree with it. Right. And then people like me we're outcasts. Like I'm the guy that's like, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Mhm.
And people are like, "Oh, you fucking homophobic," and bro, and it's just like, bro, this is.
Like, people can't even define women anymore. Like, look where we're at. We need to stop accepting this shit. To be honest.
Thank you.
No, because it's very frustrating.
I might be friends with you after the show, but only on Instagram.
It's just frustrating.
Only on Instagram. No, but seriously though, like when we as a society stand up and say we're not going to tolerate this anymore, you'll see how fast things start to change.
Yep. And it's not anything hatred. It's just like we just need to keep things in order. We can't be all over the place.
Yeah.
I would say that people like becoming trans is actually hatred towards women.
I agree.
Because they're trying to take over all of our spaces.
I always wonder, are women offended by that?
Yes.
Women will be like, no, I'm not offended. I'm like, why
Okay.
though?
No, you cannot have a kid.
Hold on, but here, last week we had 2 trans come in here, and they acted like women, right? And we don't really interact with the ladies before the show because we're busy. And during the show, the chat found out they were trans, and bro, they were sitting right next to me, right? And I thought it was offensive. And they got mad at my girlfriend because she was sitting next to me. And my girlfriend was like, "You're on the show pretending to be women. You're not women." And the women in them disappeared. You know, they became aggressive. They became loud. Fuck you. I'll fuck your bitch up. I was like, what happened? What happened to the women? Right? And if they hit my girlfriend, they're not hitting them as women. They're not hitting her as women. They're hitting her as men.
Yeah.
Mind you, ladies, we're having topics about like, abortion and periods.
Right.
And that's not the whole show, but I think there was a part where we were talking about something, and they're having conversations about it, and people thinking these are women. It's like, if I was a woman, I'd be appalled. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how are y'all sitting here talking about something that we actually go through as women? Like, it was weird.
Bro,
I
don't understand. And the women at the table defended them.
That's wild.
The
Defended
women
what?
defended them.
That's wild.
Defended them because I was like, yo, I said, I don't appreciate you guys lying to us. Yeah, but they identified. I said, yo, this show right here is for women. We have women come in. There's no men coming in. It's women. And you guys came under the impression that you were women, and we allowed it. And if we find out you're men, I'm very disrespected by that, right? Now, if I was transphobic, I'd just be looking at every woman like, are you a man? Are you a man? Bro, I don't go do you. Just don't do you here, right? That's it. And I got heat for it online because I'm like, yo, you're transphobic, like blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, I personally don't. My morals don't align with that.
Right. And you said if we'd have already started the show and y'all would have said it, we would have let y'all stay on and had a respectable conversation.
I was like, okay, let's talk about this. Why didn't you be honest about it? Are you proud about it?
Are you honest with men that don't know you're trans?
I said, are you honest with men? And the
one
girl
of them was like,
one of the girls was like, no.
She
said no. She said I'll only tell him if I really like him. And I'm like, what?
She's like, if it comes up, I'll talk about it. It's like, if he thought you were a woman,
she's like, do you go and tell people your medical history? I was like, that's not a medical history.
That's a whole like what?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So again, I get dragged for telling people the truth. And here's the thing: when more people become accepting, people like me look bad, right? People like me look bad, right?
I got my Instagram taken down for politics and
bro,
facts.
I like
I really like.
Who invited you? God damn it, bro!
I think
Shout out to you, bro.
you.
Shout out to her. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of you black fuckers.
It was like someone was black. I don't know.
Yo, real quick, let me ask you a question. Is it wrong that my brother here doesn't like black queens?
No.
No?
We
Why
all
not?
have, we all have a preference. God damn. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go home.
bro.
I'm not gonna go home and cry myself to sleep. We all have preferences.
Okay. Because a lot of time, but if I ask the other ladies, they'd probably feel some type of way about it.
I mean, they all want to feel bad and feel some type of way, and like in regards to me thinking that they're doing the right thing, feeling bad for me. I don't give a fuck. If you're not attracted to a black woman, I don't care.
I feel like you low-key like black white guys.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but both of my relationships, they're both.
I'm
black.
not missing, bro. That's crazy.
Both my relationships.
You give me
are
like
black.
Candace Owens vibes.
I love her.
I hate her.
I love her
so much.
I look up to her.
Who you voting for, Trump?
Duh.
Oh yeah.
Yo, look how quickly y'all hitting the fucking. They both are trying to hit the fucking stream deck and shit. Y'all are crazy.
You have to vote based off of policies. People aren't voting based off of policies. They're voting because, oh my God, the internet says to hate him.
Feelings.
Right.
They're voting off feelings.
Like I woke up back in 2020 and I never looked back.
If you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. So
I know he can say all that racist stuff all he wants, but that's okay.
That's what they pushed, man. That's exactly what they pushed. Okay, cool. Any other questions? No other questions, ladies. You don't have any questions for the gentleman? No questions? Okay, cool. Chat, make sure you guys like the video, man. Subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to the family, guys. We appreciate you guys hanging with us tough, man, on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Man, we are so grateful. Before I leave, man, thank you guys so much. Trust me, all the hard work that we do, when you guys show up and show us support, it means a lot, man. Ladies, thank you so much for coming today. We really appreciate it. You guys were actually really mature and cool, man. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I'm going to be honest.
I didn't expect you to be a little nice after what
I
I've
know,
seen of
I
you on the
was
internet.
Hold on.
I wanted to ask you a
Okay,
question.
go ahead,
if that's okay.
go ahead.
Because the very first video I saw of you was when a girl rated you a 2, and you
Yes,
said, "Bitch,
that's
get the
the-
fuck out of here!" Fuck you. When
Okay.
I saw that, I was like, "Damn, that's disrespectful." I mean,
Okay.
someone can rate me
There
a
was no
2. I'm not-
context.
That's the
Yeah,
guy right
no,
there.
but
that did the
I
two,
saw
yeah.
the I saw the whole thing.
No,
Like,
you
it's
didn't see the whole thing. There's no way. Not
the way that what was she saying to you during the whole
okay.
segment?
So
that was
so
like,
let me give you guys some context. We had a show. This was when we were first starting, and we used to do the rating game, right? We haven't done the rating game in a while either.
We should do it.
We should. Okay.
No.
We did.
Thanks,
Oh, we did.
Sean.
Okay, guys. Here's the thing, right?
We did.
And so the rules of the game are very simple. We go around the table. We rate each other from 1 to 10 based off physical appearance only. That's it. That's it. Not your sense of humor, not your mindset, just physical appearance, right? And before that, this girl was basically saying men are trash, you know, women are everything. And I was like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. We're going back and forth. We're having debates, right? Little friendly banter. And during the rating game, her feelings came out. That's when you're feeling when a woman is upset with a man and she has a chance to hurt him, she's going to take it. Right. So we did the rating game. Bro, I've been rated a 0 before. What is a 2? Because here's the thing. I also understand a man's value is in our physical appearance. I don't care if I look like a 1. If I got money, I'm a fucking 7. Right.
Just look at Lil Wayne.
So I'm not tripping over that. Right. Yo, you just hate black people.
No, you got eyes. You know he don't look
Okay,
good.
I'm just kidding. Okay. So what I'm saying is we played the game. She rated me. And by the way, I didn't kick her off because she rated me a 2. I kicked her off after she rated Josh. She was like, "Oh, you're a 10 because you invited me here."
Yeah, I remember that.
So she said, "You're a 10 because you invite." Mind you, the rules are the rules. Everyone's following them. She said, "Oh, I don't like you. You're a 2. I don't like light-skinned niggas." Ooh. Okay, cool. That's fair. I didn't say anything when she said that. I didn't say anything at all. I said, "Okay, cool." And I said, and then she said, and then she went to my producer, who's the same color as me, by the way, same color. Right, literally, we look like fucking brothers if you put us right next to each other. And she rated him a 10, and she just said she didn't like light skinned niggas, and she just said I rate you a 10 because you invited me here. So I said, okay, cool, bitch, get the fuck out, because at this point you've been disrespecting me the whole show, and at this point you're clearly showing the entire panel I'm not gonna follow the rules. I don't care, and I'm gonna do whatever I want. And I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna make an example out of you. Get the fuck out. Now the problem was the biggest YouTubers picked that shit up. I'm talking about big YouTubers. Yeah. I'm talking about 14 million subscribers, like huge. I went viral. And and once he promoted, like once he put me out there, I think within the first day, his shit had like 10 million views. So all the other in YouTube, what they do is if one thing's popping, everybody jumps on it. Everybody jumps on it. So everybody was covering us. And yeah, but again, no one really did their background. Like if they watched 10 minutes before that, they understand why I was so frustrated.
And it's funny because 10 minutes before, when the girls were rating even the other girls, one of the girls rated her a fucking 2 because she's masculine. She was debating. What? She was screaming.
Did you see that part? No. You didn't see that part, right?
Was like, he's like, nah, you can't do that. What the fuck? That's not part of the game.
So right before she rated me, one of the girls that was sitting close to me was like, "Oh, you're masculine. You're like low, right?" I forgot what she rated her. And I said, I said, yo, listen, you can't rate her because of that. You have to rate her just off her appearance. And she was like, okay, cool. Then you're like a 6, right? I defended her because the rules were the rules. But when it came to her, I was like, okay, cool. Like this girl had never done anything before. So I was like, okay, cool. Like little slap on the wrist. But this girl she was literally trying to irritate me. And I was like, okay, cool, man, get the fuck out. And people picked that up and were like, you're insecure. I was like, bro. And people were like, you don't get girls. I was like, bro, my girl's one of the baddest girls I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm good. I'm not worried about getting girls. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And here's another thing. I told you guys before the show, and I tell all the shows this. And I know I'm the one that has to say it because I'm the one that always has a problem with people. I say, if you respect me, I'll respect you. Very simple. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, the fucking streets. Over there, if you disrespect someone, you're going to get disrespected. If you respect people, they'll respect you. It doesn't even matter who, just walk down the road, bro. No one will fuck with you if you just mind your business and keep it keep it G.
Mhm.
So I tell all the ladies that the problem is when the lights turn on, women want to sit here and yell at me and cut me off and fuck you, you little bitch. And I'm gonna be like, all right, bitch, get the fuck out. But people only see that part. They don't see the stuff that happens behind the scenes, right? Like no one sees the talk we all had before the show. They only see where I'm like, all right, bitch, get up, go. You gotta go. They're like, oh, he's horrible. So I appreciate you guys saying that. Real quick, anybody want to share their thoughts on the show before we get out of here? Nobody. We're all good? What's up?
I love that. I actually I watched a couple of the videos and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have trouble with Eric. He just seems like he's gonna say some shit about my age and I'm gonna snap. So thank you for not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. This is my first time doing any podcast, so
shout out to you. We appreciate that. What about you? You had something you want to say?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I had no idea about this podcast, what you guys do, what you guys said. I was really by surprise.
Wow, I appreciate that. And listen, man, we're a new podcast, but we're growing really, really fast. And I'm really we're so new that I'm really grateful for everybody that watches. And it's a weekend, so I'm again, man. You know, I remember when we started out and we only had 2 viewers,
11 viewers.
Bro, I used to get off those shows pissed. I was like, fuck this shit. But I kept going, bro. What's up? Go ahead.
Real quick before we get out of here, Repo has a super chat. Repo says, "You see, Eric, I don't get many girls, but the ones I do bring make us go viral." shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh, man. Much love.
Also, guys, real quick, we do have a yacht party coming up next Saturday. If you guys want to party with us here in Miami, hit up Basil or Eric in the DMs, and we'll let you guys know the details. We're gonna go to out on the water, guys, and have a lot of the girls that you see on the show, a lot of the baddies. They're gonna be on the yacht partying with us. We're gonna be DJing, we're drinking, eating great food here in Miami. It's gonna be a fun time, guys. So make sure you guys hit us up if you want to come.
Yeah, real quick, man, before we get out of here, I can't thank you guys enough, man. All the supporters, everybody that shares the videos, that likes the videos. You know, honestly, man, I'm honored, bro. That you know how hard I work, bro. Fuck, bro. I'm on 2 hours of sleep, but every single time I get a DM from one of you guys, or just in general, man, you guys make this shit worth it, bro. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Ladies, thank you once again. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the Nighttime Show. Peace.
Oh, what